I already kind of knew that I wanted to leave Miami. Miami is one of those places where it's beautiful, but if you're from there, like, you don't see it the same way, you know? Like, I grew up there seeing it from a perspective of, like, low income family. Like, I didn't get to see the most beautiful parts of Miami other than the beaches, you know, like that lifestyle. And growing up, like, with that clientele, it was a little difficult, you know? So when I started traveling outside of the Miami, I noticed that there was more paying clients that were, like, willing to pay you more, tip you more, and I knew I wanted to move out. So when I got tattooed by Robbie, and then he offered me a job there, I was like, hell yeah, like, this is my way out.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I took it, dude. I moved out here by myself. In my car, I packed everything in my car. I had, like, probably like $1,000. I was like, fuck it, like, let me just ride. And I left, bro, and it's been fucking awesome.
Damn.
So I love Maryland.
If you wanna invest your money on something, let me know.
Yeah, bro.
We'll find ways.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I think I should definitely invest in the money rather than just, like, buy a bunch of shit that I don't
Or that
use.
Well, that by buying a bunch of shit that you use is what he means.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
we'll find a way for you to use it to make money.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's kind of the incentive behind it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That investment.
Yeah.
But I honestly, it's one of those
I know
things
that
where
shit.
you gotta make it. Like, you gotta make it, you know, because. So I was reading something that said that only like 10% of podcasts make it past the 21st episode.
Oh, wow.
Damn, that's deep.
So, like, a lot of people really, you know, they try it, they do
Yeah.
it, but they don't stay consistent. So what I
It's
love
a lot
about
of
you
work.
guys is that you guys are going for it, dog. Like,
Yeah.
We're trying, bro.
Yeah. So you guys got what, 14 episodes?
This is gonna be number 14.
Hey, that's
Lucky
my
number
favorite
14.
number, bro.
Hey,
It's
fucking
14.
go.
Yeah.
You guys
Shit.
heard it. Matt's favorite number is 14.
Yep.
Is it
You guys-
because there's a 4 at the end?
It's 14 is I was born on May 14th, so
Oh, okay.
like 14 and 15 have always been my numbers that like
There
How
you
old
go.
are you, bro?
I am 28 right now.
Dude,
Nice.
you're young.
That's a good age, bro.
I feel like everyone right here is like in their late 20s and early 30s.
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, that's what's up. So I it feels different saying that now because to me I still think that I'm like this 21-year-old like following their dreams, you know, but now things are more serious, more established, and I'm like, oh shit, nah, really.
Yeah,
Right.
Life
Like,
hits you fast, bro.
Yeah,
Life
dude.
comes at you fast,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Then
I feel like once you're hitting your late 20s, bro, like a year just goes by like this.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it feels
You know,
like it.
yeah,
Can you guys
dude.
believe it's 2023?
Dude, we're halfway through 2023.
Like
Yeah.
that's
It's
Bro,
been here since
it's
we're
crazy
here.
because now we tattoo people that, like, when you ask them for their birthdays or when they fill out the consent form, it says like 2000 as the birth year.
dude, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a weird.
2001 babies, yeah.
Yep.
How much would it be for a 2001 on the kneecap?
Bro,
like,
damn.
whoa.
Yeah,
What is that?
What do you mean?
Like,
Sure
you old enough?
Yeah, you gotta wait a little bit.
Can I see some ID?
it's crazy.
That's true, man. Well, we're already rolling on the episode, so
Oh hell yeah, dude! I
Dude.
feel at home. We got this alligator there.
Yeah,
I
bro.
feel like
I
now.
was like, my boy's from Florida, so
Yeah, I feel at
bring
home
him
now.
out.
bring out the gators.
Yeah.
Natural
Yeah, bro.
habitat.
That was a
Yeah.
special
Right?
order, by the way. It arrived today.
Oh, nice, dude. They deliver fast nowadays. You guys believe that shit, bro?
Oh, bro.
Bro.
I'm trying.
Amazon
to, like,
Prime.
Bro, ordered some batteries same day air yesterday for the camera.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
they're-
I love
they're
that
like-
shit, bro.
Amazon is the way to go, bro.
Yeah.
In New York, they have those robots that go around the city and they just drop off stuff as you order it.
Damn, bro. Somebody was telling me that's gonna be the new post office. They're just gonna take over.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Your mic, bro.
I can see that. I feel like humans are not become important.
I just recently moved, right? And I realized how much time I spent on these stores from driving to them.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like all these and like Big Lots and all these other stores. And I realized I spent the whole day in like only 3-4 stores and I'm exhausted. I don't really want to do anything. So I was like, nah, online is the best way to
Yeah.
go. Like, you just order that shit. You can't look at it. I like to look at
I
stuff.
mean,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
For
At
me,
least for
like,
clothes.
yeah,
Yeah, for clothes,
exactly. For me, clothes, I need to be like in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I've
Try
noticed,
it
bro?
on.
When you order stuff online, though, when it comes to like groceries and stuff,
Mhm.
you kind of save money because when I go to the grocery store, I'm just grabbing stuff that I like.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
and then
that
when you
makes
order
sense.
online, you're just ordering what you can remember,
Mhm.
what you want to eat
Yeah.
that week.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think it's also in New York, or it might be in Seattle, wherever the headquarters for Amazon is. They have a store that you just walk in, you pick up stuff, and you walk out. and the cameras track your movement.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
That's like the
Yeah.
airport.
yeah, that's cool.
They have like those things where you
exactly.
just-
The airport has it too.
yeah.
They had it in Houston actually in the convention center. You just
Oh, wow.
put your card in, you come in, grab your stuff, you come out. It'll charge you accordingly what you took.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
Pretty
should
dope.
do that for the tattoo shop. You just come in. As soon as you walk out, yo, 3K. Yo, pow.
Can you imagine,
You walk
bro?
out, you don't even
Like-
notice,
Yeah,
and
you
then you
don't
check your
even
statement. Oh
Oh,
crap,
yeah.
$3,000.
Nah, wait.
And I tipped him 500. What?
They're like the
crazy.
automatic 20% tip.
Literally.
Yep.
Oh man,
Yeah.
good.
It's gonna suck if the card declines though. That's the only
Yeah.
issue.
Bro, you gonna pull out the cheese grater?
I've had
Let me
that
take off that
happen,
tattoo.
dude.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Tell
where
us about
well, it's just like either they work for the government, they're seeing this big amount being charged like around, if we finish like around 12 a.m., it's like really late. They're like, yo, no, you gotta call. So all they do is just call the bank, and it's like, yo, I am making this purchase, and
Oh, okay.
but it's kind of scary because I'm like, damn, dude, you're gonna have to stay here until the bank's open.
Right.
Like, what
The door's locked and everything.
Yeah.
You're not leaving until
You
that
can't.
money comes in.
Security
funny.
system and shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, can you hear us on your headphones?
Wait, I don't even know, bro. I've been like,
All right.
oh, this
Oh,
makes
there
more
you
sense.
go.
He had a gangster style.
Yeah, I wanted to record, bro. I was like, yo, play the beat. Yo.
Bullshit.
Chop, 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 chop the beat.
DJ style over here.
Bro, tell the people your name, bro, where you come from.
Yes, let's introduce you.
Yeah, because we haven't even done that yet.
All right. So, my name is Medz. I'm originally from Honduras, and I came here when I was 12 years old.
Damn.
I came to Miami. I lived there until like probably 3-4 years ago, and then I moved here. I got interested in tattooing like in high school. I was probably like in 11th grade, and I remember doing well in school, playing soccer, doing the best that I can to like not really be problematic to my mom. And then I got the idea of like maybe it'd be cool to tattoo. I was already doing art.
Okay.
I was taking some art classes. I was doing engineering, but I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. Mostly just kind of wanted to do maybe architecture. That's what I thought,
Yeah,
Me
that's
too.
kind of how he was.
Yeah,
Me
like
too, bro. I was heavy into that.
yeah, like something that would be academic, but still a
Make
little
some
bit
money.
Still creative, yeah.
Yeah. So, but then I got the idea of like, yo, what if I become a tattoo artist? Maybe I could get this girl. Maybe I could like be cooler. Like it always is kind of like
Yeah,
that. Like,
tattoos and
like,
being a
I was-
badass.
yeah, I was like, yo, that would make me cool. And I watch YouTube videos for like 5 hours. I get informed on everything that I could get, and then I order a kit.
There you
I
go.
ordered a kit offline, $80. I still remember. I didn't even have money for it, bro. Like my cousin gave me her phone so I could sell it. I sold it for like $70. I was still missing shipping and the extra
You
$10.
didn't get accounted for that.
Yeah, so my mom lent me the money.
Nice.
And
Bro, it's always the moms looking
Yeah,
out.
she
Always
like
the mothers,
Mom's just
man.
believe in us, bro.
Dude, God bless her mothers, man.
Yeah,
I
for
swear to
sure.
God.
Bro, yeah.
And honestly, I don't even think that she even thought about it. She was like, "Oh, my kid is gonna do tattoos." Like, she probably saw it like as a phase.
A little hobby, yeah.
Yeah. And I got the kit, bro. First day that I got the kit, I tattooed my uncle. He was drinking in the living room. Like I was like, "Yo, I don't want to tattoo you," but he was like, "Tattoo me, or I'm gonna tattoo myself." So it was perfect, I was like, "Oh shit, like you gonna fuck yourself up, like
Let me do it.
Let me mess
learn-
you up.
Yeah, let me learn something in that process, And I remember, dude, it was instant. Like I just loved it. Like I wasn't good at it, but I loved it.
Sweet, bro.
Like, and I think that's, I don't know how other people have experienced it, but it almost felt like it chose me, Like,
yeah.
Wait, but how? What was that thing that you were like, wow, I love this? Like, was it like the whole, the entire thing, or like was it like you playing with the needles or the colors? Like, what was it?
I think it was the fact that it was so taboo. I grew up in Honduras, so like tattoos were not like something that you would strive to even have. Like you were just
You probably look down upon
yeah,
in
for
Honduras,
sure.
right?
Yeah, like it was like mareros get that
Mhm.
shit, like so. Maybe that had something to do with the fact that it was taboo. It was like I wasn't supposed to be doing it, but it felt so cool. Like, and with a lot of art and a lot of making art of, it's cool. Like it feels really cool. So
Yeah.
you fall in love with that. The fact that I was marking somebody forever, like
Yeah.
that was kind of trippy,
Yeah.
And then it began as something that felt new to me, but the longer I do it, the more I realize how old and ancient this art is,
Right.
and like how much we've been doing it for years and years. So it doesn't become a fad anymore. It grows into like, oh, I'm carrying this tradition that humans have been doing for a really long time.
That's
And
true.
that's cool. Like,
I mean, that's exactly what it is. I feel like just lately, maybe in the past 50, 80 years, it's become taboo because a lot of criminals and gangsters are associated with it. But it has a rich history of a couple thousand, if not millions of years.
Yeah, bro.
That's
So-
awesome because it sounded like when you first, touched needle to skin, you found yourself. It's just like this is what I was destined to be.
Yeah,
and you
dude,
just hit the ground running.
I didn't like, as a 17-year-old, like, of course you love something, you want to do it. But it was a struggle because I didn't know nothing about tattoos, like at all. Like, I wanted to do this, but I don't know how to get into it.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
tattooed for about 8 months where it was just out of my house. I was tattooing drunkies. Like, they would pay me, which is crazy. Like, I was making money. Like, I was getting like $50, $60 off a tattoo that didn't even look good,
Right.
But people were willing to invest, and I think that what I've learned the most is people want to get tattooed.
Yeah, bro.
It
Yeah.
does not matter whether it's good, it's not, like.
They just want to have the tattoo, bro.
Yep.
That's
so
it.
that was something cool that I learned, and it helped me progress, because if I kept with that mentality, if I have to be good to do this, then you wouldn't get nowhere.
Yeah.
Because
Being too much of a perfectionist.
you gotta
Still in
suck.
your head.
Yeah.
You gotta do
You
a
gotta go
bunch.
through the bad shit, bro.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Grunt
learn
work.
from that.
Just a question: did you have like an artist background before this?
So the earliest memories that I have of artists in my life was kind of like my uncle was a professional artist. I remember there was a couple sessions where and I was probably like 7, 8 years old. He would have me like paint a little bit, right? But didn't really click. I didn't want to become an artist. I didn't think about art. I was more into soccer, bro. I was a soccer player.
You never did like graffiti and stuff like that?
I wanted to, but I never got that like people that I could get in with, so I could start. But I wanted to. I was always drawing, and I think that that's important for any person who's trying to do something. It's like, can you do the thing for long periods of time and just enjoy it, like whether you're good or bad at it.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Like if you have that, then you can make progress on whatever it is that you're
Yeah.
pursuing.
And if you're good,
If you turn
Even
out,
better, bro. That's
Yeah.
when the
if
money
you're
comes
good,
in.
yeah, you
What
get that
is it?
money.
Yeah.
Never do something you're good at for free.
100%. That's the number one thing I remember growing up. They're like, if you're good at something, make money from it.
yeah, but it was hard. It's hard to like also live by that as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of the times all I wanted was an opportunity. Like I wanted that client to be like, yo, just do whatever you want. And then it would be like popping, But a lot of the times I felt like as I was coming up, my game plan was always kind of like figure out how to get a good portfolio. Like it doesn't matter if you're only getting paid $150 a day. If you got a fire-ass portfolio in a few years, things will be like kind of good.
bro. That's true.
I feel like that's a really good way to approach it because you build up your resume, and then that's where you kind of fall into the opportunities, like being in a shop, being under apprenticeship,
Yeah.
and then you start adding value to your work monetarily. So
Can we talk about that, bro? Like when you first entered the shop scene, like
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
So
Did you do an apprenticeship?
So I did like a mix. Like I don't think that it was a full apprenticeship, but I do recognize that his name is Joseph Sevilla. He's he was in Artifacts Inc. I
Nice.
remember going to the shop to buy needles.
and this is still in Miami.
It's still Miami, in La Havana, Miami.
Ooh, Little Havana,
Nice.
Calle Ocho, bro. They got some good
right
ass.
there. Yeah, bro,
Hawaiian
like real
sandwiches
right there.
Tattoo, then party. Tattoo, then party.
And Cuban sandwiches.
There you go.
Those Cuban sandwiches are amazing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
My bad. My boys having
We're reminiscing
flashbacks.
right now.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude. There was like this sandwich that I used to love, and they closed down the store, so I don't even know how they make it. But
Man.
they got croquetas and Cuban sandwich mixed together. It was delicious.
Damn, that's vicious.
I'm telling you, we gotta go to Miami. We gotta
Yeah,
do
bro.
a convention in Miami.
Dude, come by, dude. I would love to
October?
do something with you guys.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
We want to do because I know in closer to the end of the year they have Tampa and then Orlando,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I haven't looked at like
Maybe
one in Miami.
There's one happening in Miami. The dude is pretty well known. His name is Emilio. It's All-Star Tattoo Convention. There's gonna be a lot of really heavy people out there. So you guys definitely.
This is Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Is it
Like
this
this
year,
is
or-
September
Ooh, that's a good
29th
month,
to the
too.
1st.
We
Is
should
it-
lock it in.
Is it invitational only or?
Yes, but honestly, like, like I feel like a lot of invitations are more like inquire with us, and then of course you guys have the portfolio. So it wouldn't even be a deal.
A
You know,
deal,
just,
yeah.
Plus, what say Medz invite us?
yeah,
Yeah, there
for
you
sure.
We know Medz.
We know Medz. At the beginning, before you read this email, we know Medz.
I'm gonna send a tangent.
We're just
just
gonna
a
put
selfie
Medz
with
in the
him.
subject.
Yeah.
Just send a picture of me, bro. They're gonna be like, I don't know who that is, but like, okay. Like,
Medz gonna be held hostage.
Literally, yeah. Yo, so going back to your apprenticeship, how did that go?
so I'm buying needles in La Havana. I'm like trying to do this tattoo at home. I walk into the tattoo shop. I remember being with my little brother, and you know, I'm there. I introduce myself. I'm like, I'm trying to buy these needles. I buy the needles. They're selling me single needles, by the way.
Whoa.
Like a couple little single needles, like
Yeah.
type shit.
Bro, how much were you paying for those? I just want to know.
Like $1, bro. It wasn't like they were just doing it to be cool,
Mm.
not to like. They were just like they saw this kid who clearly needs these materials. Like they weren't like trying to hold on to, oh, this is tattoo. You can only do it here. Like now they were like, all right, we have these.
Yeah, you want them?
Yeah, take it. And I remember talking to the first guy, and I was like, hey, look, I started tattooing. I do this. Like this is what I did. It's a horrible portfolio, by the way. Like some tribals done at our garage or something.
Nice.
Yeah, but I showed him. They were like, oh, okay, talk to this guy. His name is Joseph. He tells me like, yeah, come through, pay me like $50 a day or something like that. You know, and I think that he wanted to see if like I would come back.
If you were interested in it.
Yeah, like if I wanted to. And $50 doesn't seem like a lot, but I was 17. I didn't really have money. So
Yeah, that's a lot a day,
yeah,
It
bro.
adds
that's a
up,
lot.
bro.
Yeah. So I showed up the next day. I was kind of like, hey, bro, I really don't have money. Like, I don't know. Like, he was like, nah, just cool. Just watch me. And that's what I did. I watched a lot of how he did his thing. He was able to make money out of being a tattoo artist. He paid his rent. He did all these things that to me are so respectable. You know, like everyone wants to be a tattoo artist, but can you make a living out of it?
Yeah.
That's the whole different like
Right,
level
right.
of being consistent with it. And I did that. I washed tubes. I cleaned up. The shop was a street shop, so I learned how to do everything. I had to do like script, koi fishes, infinity signs. I used to hate it.
Infinity signs.
Bro, I used to hate it. But the thing is that with the infinity signs, especially if you're starting up, like it's such a mental thing. Like it's two circles that look very simple, but one circle is fucked up. You're on your head the whole time, bro.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
There's
That's
no
so
like.
true.
That's for sure infinity.
Yeah, dude. It's like, fuck. So I used to do all those tattoos. I still remember the first day that I got paid like $250 for a half a sleeve. And then everyone at the shop was like, oh shit, like, are you ready for this? I was like, hell yeah, I'm ready. Like,
I've been here scrubbing tubes, my
yeah.
boy.
That same shop gave me an actual seat. Another artist left. They gave me a seat at the shop, and I started just proving myself. You know, I was like, all right, you know, like I could do this. Like, I could actually come here every day and believe that I'm an artist. But it's in this whole transition, like I still don't believe in myself. Like I believe in what I could be, but you know, like internally, you gotta go through different phases as a professional. Like you don't get to be the confident professional right away. Like there's no way. So first sucked a lot of times where I was like, yo, there was a tattoo where I was like, yo, I don't even know if I should be here.
Right.
You know, when you have that moment, you're like,
You're like the confidence. Can I even
yeah,
make this
it's like
happen?
imposter syndrome, like we were talking about the other day.
There you go.
You know,
Yeah,
you don't
so-
feel like you belong in there. You don't feel like you've earned that position or that client. So you just
Yeah.
feel
But
like
then
you're
there's the
not
other
there.
side too. Like once you knock it out, you're like, damn,
yeah.
that shit came
So
out great.
it's you
It's a
build
boost of
up to that,
confidence.
right? Like
Yeah.
you build up to a bunch of times where you're not as good, but then you hit that one that people are like, yo, what?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
You did this.
Like, yo, I saw that
I remember
dragon the
that
other day,
shit
bro.
too, bro. I was like, it was a rose. That's why I love roses tattoos. Like after being there for about 2.5 years, I do this. I attempt to do realistic roses in color like 2-3 times, and they're like, you know, no lines type shit. Like you want to make it look realistic, and it don't come out. And I'm like, fuck. But then something happened with this cover up on the shoulder, red rose, green
Damn.
background.
My boy's remembering that day.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy because like it was happening. I did it. I took the picture. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh fuck, okay, like. And then some other artist that I was looking up to and I was learning from, he was like, yeah, bro, I think you could do realism. And at this point, I had not done realism. Most of my stuff was like, I didn't even think I could do realism, because you know I was still young, like 17 with no real structure.
Yeah.
And most people base their structure off of like like a school. So like if you go to school and you do this for 4 or 5 years, you get your degree.
Yeah.
You're an artist. That's in my head, right? That's what I believed for a very long time, and I didn't have that. So I was like, it was hard for me to believe.
There was no blueprint.
I used to be like that with apprenticeships, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I used to feel like because I started in a house, I was like, I'm never gonna get that respect that I need because I didn't get the standard apprenticeship.
Yeah.
So I used to always feel like lesser, even for conventions, bro. It took me like a long time before I got in a convention, bro. And I feel like it was always like that because I was like, I never paid my dues as an apprentice. So why would I come here and try to hang with the big dogs, you know?
Yeah, dude. And it's crazy because, like, you know, now you know, like, right? Like, you go there and you're like, you know what you're able to do. You don't really need any validation from anybody else. But it takes a while to get there. I remember, you know, first being like, damn, is this really for me? And then struggling through, like, making things financially. You know, I moved out on my own when I was 18. I was already paying rent. Like, I was already an adult trying to pursue my dreams, and that took a toll on me mentally as well. Because you gotta, like, you know, when you're hustling, you gotta hustle. And like,
did you go straight from, like, as soon as you got the kit, you went straight into full-time tattooing?
No. So I was still a kid, still going to school. I was just like, you know, I want to do this. Let me practice. And it would be like buying a couple of needles here and there, doing like 2-3 tattoos. But then once I got my apprenticeship, that's when it went like full time. And I still got other jobs. So I've only worked.
That's what I was asking. Yeah.
So I've only worked at 7-Eleven. I worked there for about a year, and I worked at BK for about a year.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Burger King.
Imagine asking him for a Whopper.
Yeah,
Back
dude.
Yo, give me a Whopper.
That's crazy,
boys.
Because
You can have your way, yo. What do you want? Wait, there's something you say, like, you want cheese and bacon on there or something?
Yeah, cheese and bacon, yeah.
Cheese and bacon.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah.
What about the name Medz, bro? How did that originate?
Yes, bro.
Medz, probably 3 years past, right? Like, I'm pursuing better things and better shops, better opportunities. So I'm working with these artists where I'm like trying to test it out and it doesn't work. So I keep coming back to the other shop. And like the other shop is kind of like, dude, like you keep coming back here, but I make them money. So they allow me to go back. Then I end up at this shop called Chico's Mark for Life. And this shop was like, they were traveling, they were doing conventions. They were doing like 20 conventions a year. It was like a group of 10 guys just like all around the U.S., like in a van, just get on there and fucking travel.
Like gypsies just everywhere.
Damn, 2 conventions a month almost, yeah.
That's insane. That's
That's a
intense.
lot, bro.
Yeah.
1 convention a month.
Shit, I feel like this last convention we did, to me, I was like, let me hold off for another month.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I did them to a point where like now I'm like more choosy. You know, I only want to go to the ones that I'm gonna feel like I get something out of.
Right.
But I get to the shop. My name at the time was The Artist Life. Some of my friends are gonna know that.
The Artist Life?
Yeah. The Artist
On
Life.
Instagram, that's what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dude, you sound like an MTV reality show, bro.
Yeah, dude. It was funny. Like, not something that I'm like, yo, I'm so glad it came to be Medz. But I'm introducing myself at conventions to the clients. I'm like, Medardo.
Oh, that's
like,
your real
what
name.
the fuck?
That was
Yeah.
another question because I'm like, bro, I don't even know his real name.
So, yeah,
He's Medz, bro.
Medardo, you know, like, hola, me llamo Medardo. And nobody remember that shit, bro. Like,
No, I would remember that.
No, I just,
Medardo.
when he said that, I just immediately was like, Instagram click. Hola, me llamo Medardo.
Dude, it was one of those things where, like, it was hard to get people to remember
Yeah.
me. So I was thinking what I could come up with. I always like 4-letter names. I was around graffiti a lot. So, you know, it was just everywhere. Like,
P-Look over here.
yeah, so it was easy for me to put that together. I was like, all right, what can I do? And I thought about Medz. I was thinking of doing it with the S, but I was like, nah, with the Z. And then like a year later, I realized it's actually like an abbreviation of my name. So my name is Medardo Diaz. It's M-E-D-Z. And like it just worked out without even me thinking about it at all, bro. Like I really thought I was like,
That's awesome, bro.
but it stuck. People started calling me because it's hard. Sometimes you want to be called something and like it doesn't stick.
It takes time.
Yeah,
bro.
So
Until someone is like, yo, Medz. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It clicked now.
We've been trying to call him D-Loc since we came to this shop. It just hasn't
No,
worked,
this
bro.
just doesn't
Nah,
pick up.
I don't think it works. I feel like that Loc part is like too heavy to carry. You know, like he has a big weight on the
How'd you
P-Loc
get
part.
yours?
Graffiti too, bro.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, mine's back in the day I used to do graffiti, but before that I was in a gang, bro.
Okay.
So
yeah.
in that gang, I used to have this
Fun
dumbass
times, bro.
nickname.
Hey, bro.
Fun
Great
times.
times, bro.
Yeah, bro. I used to have this nickname. It was a little puppet Loke, and
No
then I ended up just changing everything completely because to write that out in graffiti, bro, it would have took me all night.
A whole
So-
sentence,
All
bro.
night.
So I was like, let me
You would
just
get caught, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
And Brian used to
Little.
always come with me to do like the filler. Bro, we would run out of
I used
paint
to be out
trying to
there
fill
like
in
this
puppet.
with 2 hands.
So I just changed it up. I was like, let me just keep the P and the Loke, and it just never switched, bro. Honestly, I wish I had a better story like Medardo right here.
Medardo
But
Diaz.
yeah, bro, that's a good one though. I feel like for me, it's like it's not even related to my name, so. But
I mean,
that's
it's
though.
still your street name.
Yeah, yeah.
P-Loke.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
It's
your,
stuck,
so your
bro.
name is similar to mine. It's like Bam, like Brian Antonio Molina.
oh
Bam.
shit, yeah, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
easy.
It
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
came.
Did
Just
you-
one day it just clicked.
oh, okay, yeah.
Like my son has a funny story. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna name my son James Antonio Molina Jam.
Jam.
It's like you're saying,
Brilliant.
calm down.
Come here, Jam.
Jam Bam.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like nicknames are important, and especially in a world where people don't have time to remember anything. I'm bad with names as well.
Mhm.
Like I feel like people tell me their names, and I'm just like, I didn't even hear it. Like it
Yeah.
did not register. At
I mean,
all.
especially you guys. You guys deal with multiple people in a
Yeah,
week. You know,
and I feel like
basis.
in the tattoo world, bro, you catch a lot of people that have similar names.
Mhm.
But when they tell you their Instagram, that's when me personally, I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah,
you
know.
always do that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll always ask, like, they'll be like, do you know this person, first and last name? And I'm like, what's his Instagram?
like Nightwing.
It's
Like oh
Like,
yeah, I know
follow
Nightwing,
Nightwing, bro.
bro. Nightwing is sick with it, dog.
Oh man,
funny because that's how it works. But what about, my question was, Joseph, did he do color realism?
So no, there was mostly Japanese stuff. A lot of his stuff that he did stuff that was like, I don't know, like you needed to learn that, because I've seen other people learn tattooing and they're put in this environment where like, oh, you can't try this, or you can't try that. No, dude, I was doing a back piece when I was like 8 months in. Like I was not supposed to be doing that, you know, like. But it was that's who I was, and that was the approach that I took. I was like, I'm gonna go face forward with a lot of things, and that's what Joseph did. He was, he would come in. Somebody would come in with a realistic piece. He would throw an 18-round liner on that thing, bro.
wow.
And it'll still look good as a tattooist. Look good,
Yeah.
because it was still a mark. It was still clean. There was transitions of color, but it wasn't realism, and people loved it.
Wow.
That's one thing that I learned from him. It was like, dude, sometimes you just gotta give the person the tattoo that you're mostly capable of.
Yeah.
Even if it's not. I mean, I'm sure now more people are more informed. Like it would be different to like just throw a line on a realism tattoo. Maybe they won't be as happy. But
Yeah.
at that time, it was what he did. It taught me so much. I can't even lie, bro. Like the fact that he would just go for pieces that he wasn't even supposed to be doing, and that taught me kind of like, oh, okay. Well,
Just take the risk.
Yeah, they left
Yeah.
kind of happy.
Let's jump in the deep end and see what happens.
Hit it
Yeah.
with no fear.
You're
bro.
like, hey,
yeah, there you go.
did
No
pay me.
fear. Yeah, no fear, bro.
All right, so Jordy, bro, you were saying he was your roommate in Miami. We didn't know that.
Yeah, so roommate. I was living on my own for probably around 6 years. Then after that, I got out of a long-term relationship. Then I hit up Jordy. He had like a little trap house. We call it the trap house, but there was no drugs being sold. It just it was a lot of his friends are in a fraternity, yeah,
Mhm.
and they were posted up there. I asked for a couch.
Oh, that was a frat house.
Yeah, they gave me the couch. I was like probably 10 minutes away from the shop that I was working at. Me and Jordy had already been working there for about, I was working there for about 2-3 years, and he had been there for 4 years. And we became really cool. Both of us push each other a lot. We have that like kind of frenemy kind of thing where like we're cool. We're like really good brothers, but at the same time we're also like trying to.
competitive.
Yeah, yeah. Competitive
yeah,
too.
That's
Yeah,
me.
he-
This
yeah.
fool right here. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
definitely a lot more competitive than I am, but it's cool. I like it. It's what got us here, I think. And so we worked there. We did a lot of conventions with that shop. Then I met Robbie, and I got tattooed by Robbie.
Mm.
And then when I got tattooed by Robbie, like slowly started coming to Maryland a lot more. I already kind of knew that I wanted to leave Miami. Miami is one of those places where it's beautiful, but if you're from there, like you don't see it the same way, Like I grew up there, seeing it from a perspective of like low income family. Like I didn't get to see the most beautiful parts of Miami other than the
Yeah.
beaches, you know,
Mhm.
like that lifestyle. And growing up like with that clientele, it was a little difficult, you know. So when I started traveling outside of the Miami, I noticed that there was more paying clients that were like willing to pay you more, tip you more, and I knew I wanted to move out. So when I got tattooed by Robbie, and then he offered me a job there, I was like, hell yeah, like this is my way out.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
I took it, dude. I moved out here by myself. In my car, I packed everything in my car. I had like probably like $1,000. I was like, fuck it, like let me just ride. And I left, bro, and it's been fucking awesome. So, like, I love Maryland.
How long was that, or how old were you when you moved here?
So probably 3 years ago.
Yeah,
oh, wow,
it's
so
pretty
it's
recent.
recent.
It's funny because I saw you at the convention. I don't know if you remember that day, bro. I think it was DC or Baltimore,
Mhm.
and you were doing the big chest.
Yeah. I remember you coming up to me because you came up to me, you introduced yourself, you were like, I know who you are, like my respect. And then I didn't know who you were, you know, but my homie did. And then he was like, oh, that kid, he's hard, like he's hard as fuck. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I searched you up, and I was like, oh yeah, he hard, he hard.
Yeah,
So that was cool.
It's funny because I followed him when he was in Miami, bro. So when I saw you down here, I was like, bro, you were in Miami, right? And I felt like a fanboy because I knew everything about him, and he was like just saying like yes to everything. I was like, you were in Miami, right, bro? He was like, yeah. Like he was just kind of like
He's like, who's this fucking
Being
weirdo?
interrogated, like.
No, I thought it was cool, bro. I thought it was kind of like one of those things where like, you know, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's like so much love and respect. And I think I've told you that before.
Yeah,
It was
bro,
like,
for sure.
like the fact that you did that, like that's what we hear, you know, like you
Right.
showed respect to me, and I was like, I fell in love with that, with your character. The fact that you did that, I was like,
Thank you,
yo,
bro.
for sure, like that's a homie right
Yeah,
there.
bro.
You
Hell
know,
yeah.
so-
I feel like that's something that a lot of people lack in the tattoo community. I feel like there's a lot of good artists here, or even if there's not, I feel like it's just not a lot of
Camaraderie.
like, yeah, bro, like giving people their flowers.
Yeah.
Like you're good, right? So why would I not tell you you're good?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what happens here a lot. Like you see good artists and you just walk past them sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I feel like the ego's getting in the way.
Yeah.
A lot. Like we have.
Egos clash.
I don't want to say we have, but we've seen a lot of that stuff happen.
Yeah,
Where,
no,
like,
definitely. Yeah.
Well, they'll go behind your back and they'll be like, "Oh, yo, he's good as shit," and then
Yeah.
they'll be like,
Or they'll be like-
they'll be ming mugging you from the distance.
They'd be like,
Yeah.
damn, that's Medz over there.
Yeah, no, I've experienced it. You know, I was younger, always almost. You know, now I'm starting to get older, but all the time, like I was the youngest guy
It's
there.
funny you just said that.
You know, like I was the youngest person there, and like I was always like, you know, I was trying to get it. I was not trying to let nobody like
Hell yeah.
take this from me.
Mhm.
So, and they noticed that early on. You know, the fact that I was doing the shit that I was doing that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I wasn't even good at doing, but I was going for it. Like,
Bro, you're killing it now, bro. Your
Mhm.
color realism is just fucking clean, bro.
Yeah, that's what I
Thank you,
wanted to
bro.
ask you,
It's
bro.
beautiful, bro.
Even
why,
your design
why color
process.
realism, bro? Why did you end up with the colors? Like,
I think it goes back to that story that I was telling you, that the rose story. Like it really does resonate with me, the fact that it popped out so good, really good. There's other styles that I like I like neo-traditional. I like things that are hand-drawn. You know, I feel like I'm definitely gonna go that route at some point.
Is cool.
Yeah, like something that, whatever it is, whether it be script, whether it be like neo-traditional, anything that is just hand-drawn,
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with a lot. So
What about your process when it comes to doing? So I have a few questions, right? First of all, your setup, bro. What's your setup like?
my setup for like tattooing, like,
Mm-hmm.
so usually I try to stick to the same thing, right? Like I'll do 5-round liner, 5-round shader, 7-round shader, 11-round shader. This will be for color, like if I'm trying to do color, and then 7 curve mag, 13 curve mag, and then a big mag. But usually it's just around those same things, you know. Like I try to do everything with that, and like also sometimes take out needles. So I'll do like 5-round, and I don't need the 7-round because I already have the 5-round, and try to keep it closer to maybe 3 or 4 needles.
Mm.
And then you start noticing something cool where a style kind of creates, because you're only limited to those tools. So like you end up coming up with something that looks more like stylized,
Right.
which is cool.
more unique.
Do you
Yeah.
think you have like maybe like your own trick that for you just works that you feel like other people don't know about?
So I believe, and this is something I've been asking myself, because I wanna throw a seminar and I've been
Nice.
thinking about it. Like, what is it that I'm gonna tell people, right? Like, why should they even come to me and get this seminar?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking of like what makes me me, and I can't translate that to anybody. And then what makes it technical that I could translate it to other people, because that's very important. You got to be able to separate. You could come to my seminar and I'm going to tell you something like, I can't teach you how I do things. Like, I'm just me. Like, no matter how much I try to, you're not going to get it. Like, this just works for me. But there's other things about tattooing that just in general work for everyone. And that's what I want to focus on. You know, being like, okay, if the skin is, if you get a lot of tension there, like, reduce the tension. You know, like, you could actually pinch the skin rather than like push it out more. That will make a huge like adjustment on your needle, because sometimes you get too much tension. Like if you're tattooing like a thigh or something like that, it's already stretched. The more you stretch it, the more tension you're creating. So you don't really need that.
Damn.
But then some areas you do. So stuff like that where I really think that it's separated from who I am and what I do, but it's still technical. It's still I can still translate it to you, and you'll be able to like maybe do something different with it, even better.
Right.
Wow, Medz seminar, bro. I just learned something new.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I'm about to sign
So
up.
so what would that pinching the skin do?
So like
Give us an example of how like
so if
how
I'm
would you make it work?
pinching the skin, or if I'm like stretching it out,
Mhm.
I could get a nice clean line because there's tension overall. Like, but if I pinch the skin down and I try to do smooth shading, it just goes in really nice because there's no resistance right there.
There you go.
Oh shit! Special delivery.
Wow.
Who's this from?
I'm so glad that this actually got here. I don't even know it was gonna.
Wait,
get
this
here.
is from you?
What's
Yeah,
this, bro?
so like I had my assistant order white roses. She brought red, so it's a little bit more sexy.
Hey, bro, it's a lot sexy, bro. Wait, this is for us, bro? You serious?
Yeah, dude, this is my
Hey,
way
bro,
of
look.
being like.
Read it. What does it say?
Hey, let me
Heavy
see
Hitters Studio?
It says for Heavy Hitters Tattoo Studio, and then it has our address. Let me open it up.
Is there a gift card in
Look
there
at
to
the
Medz
roses real
Tattoo?
quick.
Yeah, let me give Brian the roses real quick.
Let's
Damn,
see,
bro,
what-
Those are
look
beautiful.
nice.
Damn, bro, it's going down tonight, Medz.
I feel like we might get in the shop, but yeah,
we put it down or something. Yeah, it's
yeah,
still
that's
get the
beautiful,
roses.
bro. I wonder what you give your girls, bro, because like this,
Bro,
that's really
plural?
fancy.
They
bro.
got nothing.
with love
I don't
to
know.
the Heavy Hitters fam.
Oh man, thank you, bro.
So
Appreciate you, man.
this is my way of being like, you guys deserve your flowers. You guys deserve your flowers while you're alive. You feel me? Like while this thing is happening.
Thank you,
that's
bro.
really
Man, thank you,
important.
bro.
And
Oh man,
Hey, man, clap it up one
Give it
time.
up for
yeah.
let's start clapping in the back for Medz.
Hey, bro, and by the way, this is the first gift that we get from one of our
Dude,
guests.
I was
Whoa.
thinking of many things to bring. Honestly,
But we've gotten bottles,
okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
but
Black label?
this is
Like,
one of a kind.
Yeah, I guess besides the bottle. Because the bottle will open it, we'll drink it.
And then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
yeah, this one will just last for a little
Thank
bit.
you, bro.
No, but this is
too.
beautiful, bro. Thank you, man.
Bro, thank
Yeah,
you. We
man.
appreciate
Thank
the
Mad
you.
gesture.
love. I appreciate you guys having me here. This is cool. It's my first podcast, by the way. I booked a few, but I was so excited that this was gonna be my first one.
Yes.
Nice,
Cause
bro.
like you guys are family, you know. Like every time I've seen you, even if we haven't spent a lot of time together, I felt like it's always been love.
Yeah, there's always
That
a good connection, bro.
We're on the
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
frequency.
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like every convention we're like, yo, let's go say hi to Nina. Let's go say hi to Medz. Let's
Yeah,
go say
for
hi to
sure.
everyone from Damascus.
Yeah.
So,
dude.
you know,
I love how what you guys are doing and how like I know you guys have gotten this as well. Like how close you guys are. You know, like
Yeah.
how you guys roll as a fucking team. That's cool, bro. I think everyone notices that.
we're big on making sure that we stay.
Bro, this mic just broke off.
Just hold that thing, boy. Yeah, we're big on making sure that people.
Did you
see
let
that,
it
know?
slip out?
Yeah, bro. The roses got
They
this
got you
mic loose.
Yeah, but we're big on making sure that people notice that because that's important for us. You know, like everyone that's here, we've kind of vetted them, making sure that okay, are they the right person to have here?
Yeah.
Are they gonna not clash with
Yeah, that's
our
true, bro.
chemistry and all that stuff?
That's hard, bro. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, it is.
Having
No,
many
and
people?
you'd be surprised, bro. Like, I think also, like, as artists, a lot of people don't want to jump in here to talk. Like, I feel like it's a lot of, like, you're kind of shy, and I feel like a lot of artists are also, like, introverts.
Yeah.
So
for
it's
sure.
a little difficult for you to speak up, you know? But I feel like this is a good way for all of us to get to know the artists, to get to know just people. And then, like you, bro, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to know who is Medz outside of tattooing. Because we know you have great work.
Mhm.
but who are you as a person, right?
Yeah, people are trying to connect, bro, and the only way that you're really gonna connect to that audience is if you're talking to them, if you're
Yeah.
opening them up, which is another thing that might be the biggest thing. Like opening yourself up to the audience is kind of scary, you know. Like I know even for you guys, once you went on this mission, you realize at some point it's gonna get deep.
Yeah, no.
At some point,
Yeah.
somebody's
Right.
gonna know things that you might. I mean,
Bro, it's true, man.
Yeah.
Just
it's-
remember our podcast? The people were like, I know more. I know I've learned more about you through your podcast than I have like in
Yeah.
person.
That's
who you
cool.
are.
Or like the one I did of my daughter when I was talking about her
Yeah.
breastfeeding, bro.
Mhm.
That one got a lot of like, I got a lot of like love from that one because they were like, damn, bro, like keep doing your thing, it's hard.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a lot of moms hit me up and they were like,
The
do this,
struggle.
do that. They're giving me tips.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, and it's true. I feel like we have to be very careful
for sure.
what we say, how we say it,
Yeah.
and how we put it out there, because nowadays things can get turned so quickly.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it is your whole life collapses.
You get canceled so fast
yeah.
nowadays.
So,
But also, like, you know, as well as you gotta be careful, you gotta be true to yourself.
and that's another thing too. You
Like,
know, we
you
want to be
definitely-
able to share these stories and,
Yeah.
and show people who we're around, who are the
Mhm.
people that influence us, and who are the people that we want to cater to. You know, our audience and you guys as guests, and you know everyone else that we
Yeah,
have here. So
exactly.
Well
bro.
said, Daryl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's
so,
why we got my boy Medz here.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were like, dude, we need Mets. We need Mets.
Bro, we've
I
been
was
talking
so
about you
down,
since we
yo.
got
Oh,
it.
the world needs meds right now.
Yeah, dude, I was like, we need to prove, you know, we need episodes so that these people see that we're for real, that we're
Yeah.
legit about this. So we're like, okay, cool. He's
You
not
guys-
coming. He's not coming anytime soon. Yet, so we need like 5 episodes. I was like 10 episodes, and he was like reaching out to you, and I was like, let me DM him, and then you answer, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna give you my schedule. Like, there's no like, if you get me in one of those days, I'll show up for sure. Yeah.
No,
Thank
we
you, bro.
appreciate that, bro. We appreciate
I
that.
had a question, bro. When
Yeah.
it comes to the Black Flamingo, how did that come up?
Uh,
What started that? How did the name originate?
I think the name was like Jordy came up with it, and he told me. I was like, yo, that's hot. Like, you know, we gotta go with that. We were working at Damascus. You know, we were doing so good. Like Damascus is such a great shop, and like we were enjoying that. But I knew that me personally, I was already on my way to the next thing, my next challenge. You know, I recently had moved to Maryland, so I felt like I wanted to see if I could just go out on my own and have people follow me, or like, you know, have my clients show up.
Yeah.
And all that. And that was my main concern. I was
And
like,
that's hard because
Yeah.
you're technically starting, not really restarting from zero, but you're restarting.
It does
and
feel
with
like
a
from
new
zero.
with a new
Yeah.
book cover, you know.
Yeah, so like 3 years in, you know, like I don't. It was a gamble for sure, but I was like, I need to prove it to myself that I can make this happen, and I went for it, man. And Jordy was down as well. You know, we left in good terms in Damascus. We were like, yo, we'll give you 6 months. We're gonna go do this our own thing, and it worked out, bro. It was. I don't even remember what it is to work for anybody else.
Really.
That's how
Yeah,
like
that's awesome.
it's almost a year. You know, it's a very private studio. You can't get there like unless you have the address. Like very small on the second floor. You get a nice view, and it's just hours. You know, like that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
awesome, bro.
hours. We show up whenever we want, and like it was cool. And you know, I've worked for shops for about 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 10 years. Like I learned a lot.
hmm
I learned about what I wanted, what I didn't want in a shop,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm here. And
Wow.
it's like it's more responsibility. I'm not
It
even
is.
like having your own shop. I bet you understand.
Bro,
that,
it's a
like,
lot.
It's like
It's a lot, bro.
It's a lot more.
And I feel like it's just a lot, bro. Like I feel like I could talk about that in a whole episode because
Business
it's
owner
stuff that you
podcast.
don't expect,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just always coming up. It's like every day you have to show up, bro.
Yep.
Even like on my days off, I feel like I just come to do like all the other stuff that it's not tattoo related.
Yeah, the admin
Mhm.
work.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro. But at the end of the day, you know, I feel like you get very proud of what you accomplish, and then you can take a look back and just be like, damn, like it is a lot of work, but you know, it's something to be proud of.
For sure, bro. I mean, just going for it, it takes a lot of balls, you know, to be like, yo, I'm gonna set this business. I'm gonna go through the whole motion, you know, whether it be like struggle, happy moments, all of it.
Mhm.
Like you want to be able to go through everything because it's
Yeah.
not always gonna be peachy.
Never
Yeah.
know, right? It's always up and downs, but
Yeah.
you know, as you're going up and downs, you're still going up.
And it's yours.
Yeah,
I
and that's
feel
the
like-
better
yeah.
part. Yeah.
That's the cool part for me.
That's true, bro.
Right now with Black Flamingo, and we're all like kind of just doing our own thing. So there's we don't do as much things together,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it just works for us
Mm-hmm.
because we're all in our own kind
Yeah.
of lane. We're not really.
Exactly.
So who's that Black Flamingo? Like who's your crew there?
So a Black Flamingo, it's a collective, so everyone's on there. It's Nina, Jordy, and Cams. Cams was my apprentice. She apprenticed at Damascus, and then she opened up in that same like office building. And then when
Mhm.
we moved in, we were like, "Yo, do you want to be part of
Yeah.
Black Flamingo?"
Let's just all bring it together.
Yeah, and then she did, and it's cool, dude. Everyone has their own style. Like Cams does a lot of like fine line work, and a lot of like micro realism.
Mm-hmm.
Nina does
Her
this
work
like
is fire,
I
bro.
love that.
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool seeing it because like, you know, I've had 2 apprentices, and then both of them are doing really well. So that's cool.
Nice.
Tell us about that, bro. Is it difficult to apprentice under you? You got them scrubbing toilets with
Yeah.
toothbrushes, or
I don't
like
think
this
I'm.
guy has me?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like.
lying, bro. Bro, if anything, I feel like I'm really lenient.
Yeah, dude. I'm chill, dude. Like I don't really expect much from you. I think the main rule is I want you to be at the shop from the minute I'm there to the minute I leave. Like you don't even have to be that talented. I think you just gotta be there. Like you have to be there because there's somebody who's gonna see you
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, and then 3 years from now they're gonna walk in the shop and they're gonna see you again. They'll be like, "Oh, wow! Like you're no longer an apprentice. Oh, can I get a tattoo from you?" And like that's what really matters. I think it's like you being at the shop because there's gonna be conversations at the shop that are gonna spark up this whole thing. Like that's gonna make you fall in love. Sometimes apprentices come in and they don't really know, like they don't really want it either. But it's hard to like gauge that. I think that for me is more
Like, prove yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Like 90% is showing up. 10% is what's up. What am I learning?
yeah, like
You know?
because after being here for so long, dude, you're gonna want to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's not even on me. The fact that you're like slowly turning yourself into a tattoo artist is more important than me whatever I'm gonna be teaching you.
True.
Because-
that's true.
That's very true. Yeah, I feel like Brian is a prime sample of that because
Yeah.
yeah,
Brian,
he's killing it.
my man
bro. What
shows
the
up
fuck?
night
I was
and
like-
day. He opens and closes, and he's the
Wanna
one.
keep the lights on in this place,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I see,
It's all him,
I
bro.
see
Yeah.
you, bro.
His prices are like low right now, but he still keeps the lights on, bro.
Bro, that's better
Nah,
than
they're gonna go up.
Nah,
What?
he's doing great, bro. I think Brian is a prime example because he was one of those that at the beginning he was hesitant to quit his job or not,
Mhm.
and then when he finally did it, bro, he was like full fledged, like
Cold
I'm
turkey,
going
bro.
100%,
Just dove
both
right
foot
in,
in.
bro.
Into
Yeah.
the deep
hard,
end with the
bro.
shocks.
And that's what you need, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what you need because I feel like a lot of apprentices sometimes struggle with personal issues or
I was gonna mention that. I was like, you know, it's hard to like pick somebody because they all going through life
Mhm.
and it all sucks, and I can't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
because you still did it.
Yeah, like
We still did it.
it sucked for me a lot too, you know, like, but at the same time you make the sacrifice, and sometimes if it's not for you, it's not for you, bro. It's all good.
Mm.
Sometimes it's just better to let it go.
That's
Yeah.
true, man.
You know, because if it's not for you, for me, it was like I couldn't take it. No, like there was no plan in this whole thing where I didn't go and make it as a tattoo artist. Like
What's up?
I remember being like, look, so after tattooing for 3-4 years, I lost my apartment because I couldn't keep up with the payments. Not because I wasn't making money, because I was like young and dumb, you know, just being like prioritizing differently. And then I moved to with my mom, and she was like, "Hey, you gotta go work construction." And I was like, "Fuck it," you know, like I pursue my dream. I'm gonna go work construction. I worked there for 2 weeks, bro, doing hard labor. It was $100 a day for like an 8-hour day, and it was just like taking out these huge barrels of trash. And I remember being so pissed, being like, hell no, bro. I can make $100 like doing 2 names. Like, what am I doing?
You're like
yeah?
my fragile hands.
Yeah, it's like, and
The
I was,
money makers.
I have calluses.
I
What
was-
is this?
My friends right there at the construction site, I would make friends. I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm a tattoo artist. And be like, yo, what are you here? I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I wish I could answer
I
it.
wish I could tell you, bro.
Just the pressure of life and trying to perform as a,
Yeah.
you know, just an adult.
That's
So
true, bro.
I did it, and I was like mad. I was like, hell no, bro. Like, I know this is not for me. I know I can make this doing tattoos. And I went back, bro. And after that, like, shit just started popping because I was like, I was that hungry, you know. I also been hurt that much
Right.
as well. Like, because you know when you pursue something, there's going to be moments where it's going to hurt you.
Oh yeah.
That's where it tests you. Like,
Right.
how much do you really love this?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not just fun and games. It might be fun and games in the end, But in the beginning, this is gonna test you, and if you really want it, and that's why I can't feel bad for the apprentices.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's like even the owners of the shop, like, you know, when I would look at Robbie, I'm like, this man had to sacrifice so much to get where he's at.
Yeah.
So he can't come over here and feel bad for nobody.
Right.
You know, like you just can't. You gotta be able to be like, I'll see you on the other side, because on the other side is nice. You'll feel good about it. You have a story to tell your kids. That's what I kind of tell myself.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Like
This is
No,
true.
and it's true. Like when someone busts their ass and works and builds something from zero,
it just feels.
then that
good.
person is at a level that if you're trying to come into that with already being established, then you haven't earned it yet. You know,
Yeah.
you need to do your
Your due
bitch work. You know,
diligence.
yeah, your due
You
You
diligence.
gotta
put
get
in the
tested,
work, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta get tested. Yeah, you gotta get
tested.
broken.
What is it? Pay your dues.
Pay your
Pay your
bro.
dues. Yeah.
And it's different times, bro. We're
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
they're
dude.
not scrubbing. For example, bro, we have a cleaning lady that comes every week.
Yeah,
Shout out to her because
yeah.
No,
Now-
but
she's
now-
a real
now-
MVP.
But
By the way-
Brian was cleaning toilets.
No, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
By the
But-
way,
Thanks, bro. Put
you
some
guys,
respect on my
Hey,
name.
come on, man.
you guys have a clean ass shop, and I love that.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Oh, dude.
That's like
yeah.
the
Shout out to the cleaning
Shout out
lady.
to the cleaning lady. Bless
we
her
have a
hearts.
whole crew, bro. But they come, they get it done, and I know it's a lot because we have like these epoxy floors, so they take the longest time
They
on these.
polished them, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Me and Brian, we were doing this like in the very beginning. Some of the shop guys were helping us, but it's a lot, bro, to clean these floors. So I was like, let's just get somebody so we don't have to spend our Sundays just here all day. And then what I was gonna say is it's just not the same, bro. Apprenticeships are not them coming here and cleaning tubes. You know, we don't even use tubes. We're using rotary
I
machines.
hate to admit it, bro. I don't know how to clean a fucking tube. Like,
I mean,
not
I
for
don't
lack
either,
of
bro,
trying,
so-
bro. We just don't use them here.
We'll talk to George real quick and fix that.
I cleaned a couple tubes, but you know, then once the rotary hit, like it was a whole different
Game
body.
changer.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Cartridges. Psh.
Yeah, I feel like it was different, bro.
Hey,
Cause
bro, I could break down a station like shit though. So,
Yeah.
break down and
Set
set,
me
it
up.
Set me
Yeah,
up. Set me
bro.
up.
I miss that about having an apprentice though. Getting a setup,
Bro,
that's nice.
me too, bro. I get it maybe once
Hey,
a
but you
week or
have
two.
you technically have two apprentices. Well, he's not really an apprentice anymore,
Yeah.
but you have one.
I help them out when I can.
There you go.
I feel like
Like, you
I'll
come
get
in?
here before them and I'll set up my own station.
Yeah. There's another thing, you gotta be particular about it. Like sometimes I wrap my machine like a certain way, and like I could show my apprentice and maybe they'll have a good idea of it, but like sometimes I'm like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
No, that's
Rewrap
crazy, bro.
The way I place my caps on the tray, I like even if they try to get it, they just never get it, bro.
Yeah, bro. But one thing I do set out for him is like his glasses, bro. Like I'm like, he gonna need his glasses when he's tattooing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's the thing he does.
Which he
too.
barely uses because he's like this.
Hey, bro, that's my little chocolate on top of the pillow at the hotel,
Yeah,
bro.
there you go.
Bro.
That shows that he cares.
There you go, exactly, yeah.
He does do that part. He's the one that does do that part.
So, Medz, these flowers, first of all, thank you, bro.
Hell
That was
yeah.
really nice
We
of you.
appreciate them,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah,
said you
bro.
have an assistant that help you with this?
Yeah, so my assistant / manager, she handles everything for me. She
Oh,
like
wow.
pays my bills. You know, she's in charge of like the money that's coming in. She's like giving me, she's answering the clients. She's going back and forth, collecting deposits. It was a huge help, a huge step. You know, it's definitely something that it's more expensive, you know, to have somebody
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
I think that she gets paid very well. I hope that she does. Like,
She's gonna comment on
yeah,
the
she's
burner
gonna be like,
account.
damn, nah, bro, you need to pay more. And if I could pay her more, I probably would, to be honest. Like, I do
I mean,
think,
if she's making your life easier, bro.
yeah. So when I moved, she like, you know, she contacted the moving people. She filled out the paperwork for all this
Damn.
stuff. All these stuff that I just hate doing. And
Mhm.
that's something we were talking about.
Right.
Is that I found that older I get, the more I realize there's things that drain me and I don't want to do. Like, I don't like to
It
do.
takes away your time from this man.
Hey.
It takes away your time from being
That
an artist.
microphone just
Bro,
been
this
giving
mic
you
is just
fucking
acting up today,
Yeah.
bro.
Dude, just don't touch him, my boy.
I didn't. I just got up and that shit was like, zoo.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm gonna get a drink, and I was like,
No, but you were saying so the having that person helps a lot.
yeah, dude,
It lets you be an artist
Is
more.
it a family member, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I met her at a bar. She seemed
Damn.
really cool. Like, and then I tattooed everyone at that bar, and
Because I feel like for her to be like managing like most of your life, she has to be
A trusted.
right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to. Yeah,
no,
bro.
definitely, I think so. And that was the main concern.
She has your social security number. and
yeah,
everything.
like all the stuff,
Bro.
Yeah, that's
Deep.
scary. Yeah,
I feel like that's low key girlfriend type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, which like at the end, for me personally, I would love to find me a partner that's gonna
Hey, bro.
help me with stuff like that. But
So wait, so you're single now? What's up, bro?
yeah, no, I'm single,
Hold
bro.
on, you had a girl at one point, or you always been single?
I had a situationship. I
There you
think that's
go.
what it was.
Situationship.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's that
and,
Miami shit, bro.
Yeah,
A lot of love for that girl. Just I think we always grow out of
course.
things.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Like, still a lot of love. Still, look forward to seeing her whenever I can. And it's all love, bro. Like,
There
I
you go,
think
bro.
for me,
You guys left it on good terms.
yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
want to. That's the main goal. Like, I feel like when you try to pursue something and then everything just breaks out, everyone just kind of like wants to be like, fuck this or whatever. But
Mhm.
for me, especially if I spent that much time with somebody, I wanna at least be like, yo, we're good.
Yeah, like you don't want to burn that bridge.
Yeah, like,
you
That's
never know
true,
when
yeah.
you might
clearly
have
you
to
know me a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely don't want you to like,
expose you.
yeah.
Hey, chill, bro.
on this episode of Inclusive, we expose Medz Tattoo.
Yeah, dude. So right now just chilling, trying to focus more on work, bro. I feel like you go through motions in your career, and I'm the most comfortable I've ever been, bro. To be 100%
It's
honest.
amazing, man.
That's awesome.
But
That's
is that a
great
good
feeling.
thing?
It's not. I was gonna leave, like it was gonna go somewhere.
But don't get comfy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm the most comfortable I've ever been, and I'm not used to that.
Mm.
Like my whole life has been like, how do I make this work?
Mm-hmm.
This is working now, and I'm uncomfortable because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to sit in it. So I have a week where like I'll just tattoo some things here and there. They look cool, but maybe I don't want to post them. Like it doesn't mean that they're not that cool or anything. Just not what I want to pursue. You know. And then I'll take 2 days off, spend time with my dog, and I don't feel as productive because I'm enjoying this new life, this new
Yeah.
like I'm not really enjoying the fact that I'm being successful in what I'm doing, and I'm not used to that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be at work. I want to be tattooing.
You want to be busy, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame you, but you worked your asses out, bro. You've done a lot in the past years, so that
it's
you get to this
hard.
point.
It's hard to like make that transition as well. Like another thing that I tell myself is like I sold this story of the struggle. That's another thing I know you can relate to. It's like you sell yourself the struggle story. You're like, fuck, it took me so long to get here, blah, 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 blah. And then you get here and you're good, and you
Yeah,
gotta
just
sell
lay
yourself
back.
you
Exactly.
got
Another story.
because
Yeah.
the struggle story
Yeah.
doesn't help you here.
Mm-mm.
And then the way that I feel
It gets
is like,
old.
Yeah.
yeah, and then there's always somebody that has a fucking better story
Yeah,
than you do.
like, so,
So
like-
it's like, how do I beat that? You
Yeah.
know? It's
like, damn it.
yeah,
I'm homeless now.
Imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like,
Be like, you had a cardboard box? I didn't have shit.
I didn't have shit, bro.
Had a
I
park
slept on the
bench.
wait,
floor.
you knew your dad? I didn't even know my dad.
I don't have a dad.
Yeah, bro. I have
So-
2 moms. Oh shit! I don't know that.
I'm an orphan.
And that's how he got canceled.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, that's amazing. Well, I feel like it feels weird, but this is what you wanted, bro. I feel like this is what you wanted.
Yeah,
you want to
this
get
is
to that point
You know
where you're
what,
comfortable.
bro? I think it's that artistic mentality.
Yeah.
It's you just it's so hard for you to get comfortable and feel like everything's okay. When everything starts becoming okay, it's like something's wrong.
Yeah.
I need to do something or something's not right. I'm too comfortable.
I'm
Forgetting
scared, bro.
something.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is something that I if you know me closely, you know this about me. Like, the reason why I work so hard is because there was those moments where it hurt
Yep.
to be in that position.
I'm the same way, bro.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's so scary to think about the fact that I could go back at any
Yeah.
day. And that's not a good thing, though, because I realized I saw this thing on Instagram. I think it was like, you can't, like, your struggle and your like hardship doesn't validate you. And it's true. Like, that's not the only thing that is you.
Yeah.
The fact that you struggle and you have to, that's not all that there is, to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much more. And I think that's where I'm at. Like, I'm in a point where I'm letting go of the fact that I struggled to get here. I'm trying to enjoy this ride, and I'm trying to create from more of a rather than survival mode. more of like just peace and nature.
Yeah.
That's well said, bro.
You know,
Survival
'cause
mode. That's
you
that
were on-
imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're just like,
I think for me, it's trying to become this person that I want to be now. Because, like, I'm almost letting this person stay behind that I grew up as. And
yeah,
I'm
for
like,
sure.
okay, you're cool, and everybody knows me as P-Log, but who do you want to be known as, you know? Like, who do you want to, in the future, be like, this is me? Not just my tattoos, but as a person. What do you have to bring to the table?
For sure.
So I think for me, it's like health, everything, bro. It's like being a good dad, all
Yeah,
that shit.
big
It's
one.
like, what do I have to show besides my tattoos? Because I feel like everybody knows me for my work, but do you know who I am as a person?
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like for me, it's like accountability in that sense. Like, how can I show you that I am this person besides tattooing? Tattooing is just my career, but I'm this person outside of tattooing.
Yeah.
So-
Like you're also a human who deals with the human experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people see, you know, the tattoo stuff, or they might see the video stuff, and they'll be like, "Yo, this guy got a set or whatever." But you still gotta go through the motion,
Bro, they don't know
No,
how high the
dude.
rent is.
Yeah,
in this
like
joint.
that's what I'm saying. Like there's so much emotions going through it that you could show that to people, and I think they'll appreciate it. Like I think that this is what this podcast is gonna do.
Of course. And it kind of humanizes you guys.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people look at you guys like rock stars, like, like celebrities.
Yeah, they're like,
You know, and they're like, oh, you know what? Medz also has the same kind of struggles that I had. Shit, maybe, you know what? I'm not going to be like, oh, yes,
I'm not gonna be,
he's a rock star, and like,
or
oh,
like
he's also another
treating you
human.
like, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes they go by that first experience when they see you, but sometimes the first time they meet you is like at a convention or somewhere where
Yeah.
you're always in a rush. So they're like, oh, he was an asshole. He dissed
Yes.
me when I said hi to him.
Exactly, yeah.
But it wasn't that. I was tired. I was hungry. I was working. I was
Yeah,
trying to
dude.
put my tattoo in the
Competition.
the
The competition,
Yeah, there's a lot of times where it's like that. I try to make an effort though, because I remember the people that I went up to. The first times that I did a convention, I wasn't tattooing. I was still apprenticing. I walk around with my portfolio, and I would sit down and watch these artists, and I would be like, "Yo, could you check out this? Like, what do you think about that?" And they were all cool. Of course, there was like 10% of maybe they didn't talk to me, but I never even took that personal. I was kind of like, maybe 10 years from now you will talk to me, and they have, they would just became like, you don't even remember that aspect, but I do. And you can't take that personal, bro. Like, especially if you like an artist, like, have you met them outside? Have you had a drink
Yeah.
with them? Like, that's a whole different person.
That's different,
It
bro.
is.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
talking to the artist no more. You're talking to a dude who's just trying to have a beer.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
That's true.
That's
Trying to
way
chill,
better.
bro, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Bro,
but-
what about now that you have sponsorships and that you're in at this level, like, how does it feel?
It's cool, bro, because like it wasn't something I was striving for. Of course, everyone wants them, but like to me, it was kind of like, I met the person in person, like the reps, like that were representing for
And you're doing Allegory, and who else?
Allegory and Revolution
Mm-hmm.
and Ink
Nice.
Machine as well.
Nice,
The
nice.
Man, you
ink
got
machine.
The trifecta?
the ink machines. Oh man, that was my first rotary machine ever,
Really,
bro.
dude, those
The
are
Dragonfly.
like the dragonflies. Yeah, that's the only reason why like I got into it, and I got into them like probably like 2 years ago or something like that, bro. But I always wanted to work with them. My favorite tattoo artist works with them, which is like Dimitri Samohan.
Oh yeah, he's a beast, bro.
He's just like
awesome.
amazing color realism artist, and I always wanted to work with them, but I always went different routes. So I did like
That's crazy, bro.
Cheyenne, Injecta, FK, of course, and I love all of them. Different products from different things, but to me, like where I felt the most inspired, it was when I got the machine, and I was like, tattoo. I felt like that guy, which is very cool. Like I think that there's times where I was tattooing and I wanted to feel like that artist, even just to get in touch with what that was,
Yeah.
and it feels good. Like I remember trying to like copy Timmy B style. Of course, it never looked like Timmy
the Keith
B.
B machines.
Yeah,
the coil
but
joints.
yeah, but it, you want to know what that feels
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
So Allegory was cool. I met the rep. We were really cool with Marquise, and dude, we were just hanging out Marquise in Philadelphia after a convention, and he's just my boy. We were cool. After I saw him, like probably 2 years later, he was working for Allegory, and I was doing a black and gray piece. We linked up again, and he was like, he shot me a message. You're like, yo, like, what do you think about this? And I was like, I used it before. I don't use it as much, but I've used it and I know it's good. And he was like, yeah, bro, like I'm gonna send you some shit. He sent me some stuff, and like it wasn't something like, oh, we're gonna sponsor you. We're just like, I'm gonna send you a bunch of stuff, and then they did, and then they sent me more stuff. And so I got a bunch of black, bro. I'm gonna bring you guys some black, some allegory black.
We'll start selling that out of here too.
We'll make money from it.
And then they were like, yeah, you want to come through? And officially, they invited me to do the Chicago Tattoo Convention.
And that was the first
in their
one?
booth.
Yeah, in their booth.
Oh,
wow.
I thought,
That was
so
awesome, bro.
that was the first time you did it because we pulled up to your booth and I thought, well, I guess because I was surprised. I was like, damn, I didn't know Medz was sponsored by
Yeah, bro.
Allegory.
Yeah, bro, it was kind of one of those things where like it wasn't like we didn't tell nobody. He was just messaging me. He's like, hey, bro, like send me a picture or whatever. So which is cool. Like I wasn't pressed on it, you know. I was
You
kind
weren't
of like,
expecting it either.
yeah, I was kind of like, oh, you know, if it does work out, whatever. But of course, as an artist, you want to do that. And then in my head, it became like, okay, let me get my first one, right? So that was like thing. Let me get my first one, and then somehow other companies are gonna be like, yo, what's good? And that's kind of how it went. It originally went with Ink Machines USA, which is my friend Ruben from Graveyard Tattoos in New York.
Ruben B.
Yeah,
Tattooer?
Ruben, yeah, he's cool as
He's a
fuck.
beast.
Guatemalan, like super. He's a gentle giant, bro. Super dope guy. And I was like, hey, look, I use your machines or whatever. Like he was like, yeah, bro. Like I'm trying to put this team that's like Latinos and like in the U.S. So it's not fully Ink Machine, but it was like, you know, it was his thing. He was also a distributor to the machine. So we got that one. And I was like, okay, we got the first one. So now that the first one's here, like I'm sure somebody else, and then Allegory right away, boom. And then I met Nico Hurtado. Well, no, I didn't meet him. Actually, I worked with one of his artists. I was doing a collaboration. I was sharing a booth with him.
Who was it?
His name is Hilmar. He's Salvadorian, dope ass dude.
Shout out to Hilmar, bro.
Yeah, Hilmar, fucking dope. He does nasty color realism, and the whole time I'm like, you know, I know he works for Nico Hurtado. Nico Hurtado's right there. I know that the ink is right there. He tells me, bro, if you want to try it while we do this tattoo, you're more than welcome. I was like, bet, let's do it. You know, and the whole time, I want to meet Nico Hurtado. Like,
Of course.
One of the goats, bro.
yeah, I don't say nothing. I'm like, nope. I don't need to. Like,
I'm gonna stay and keep my head
yeah,
down.
boom,
I'm gonna
boom,
let
boom.
my work speak for myself.
I tattooed the whole weekend. Doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. So then somehow everything's closed. We end up at this bar. Nico Hurtado, Carlos Torres, like Lucas Smiku, like all of them show up. And it was like a party, right? At this little club. And they started playing J. Cole. So in my head, I was like, yo, something's going on. And, you know, I'm like there. I see him right there. He's eating. We're getting our food. And then he says something like, yo, who was that kid who was tattooing Hilmar? And I was like, oh.
This can go two ways. Good job, or who the fuck did that?
Yeah, for sure. But I already knew. I was like, yeah, come on, yeah. So I was like,
It's like, put some respect on my name, big
yeah,
dog.
I was like, what's up? He's like, oh, good job, whatever. And that meant the world, bro.
Oh,
like
of
that
course,
was like,
man.
because I had his shit. Like I was watching his YouTube videos when I was like 2 years into tattoo, 4 years into tattooing. And the same like YouTube rip-off pirate shit that there was on YouTube. It was 2 portraits that he did on his brother, and watched it, didn't understand shit. Watched it again, and was slowly understanding stuff. But then watched it again, didn't understand shit. Like it was just that high level, you know. I wasn't there. But throughout the years, I learned a lot more and I understood more. And then then I put his stuff as like notifications. So like every time he would post, it would like ring. And out, bro, for years, I was kind of like, oh, he liked my shit. Oh, he did it.
Medz is like first comment.
Yeah. And
First
then,
like.
and then I got to a point where I forgot about it, right? Like I was like, I don't care. The opportunity came up. I became friends with Hilmar, and he said that. I was kind of like, damn, like
Nico just recognized
yeah.
me.
He said what's up, and then the next time I saw him, I went to buy some ink from him, and he was like, I know who you are. Your shit's dope. You can take whatever you want. And I was like, damn, bro.
real
Like,
record, that's real.
God bless him, bro. Wow.
that, like, you know, like if he ever sees this, like this means
Hey,
so
shout
much
out
to
to
me.
Nico,
Yeah?
bro.
Yeah.
I followed his ass
Yeah.
for years, bro.
Dude,
That's what we
yeah.
talk about him every day.
I know he's
bro.
put on everyone to Nico Hurtado here. So he's the one putting videos on and telling
I got some
everyone
of his
who to
prints
follow.
hanging
Yeah,
up over
bro.
there at the station,
Yeah.
bro.
I got to see some of his like paintings, bro, that I've been watching throughout like my career, and it's like they look just as good, bro. From the frame to like the fucking painting, it's good.
Wow.
So that was major, bro. And then, you know, slowly, I guess after that, we met him again in another convention, and he was like, the rep for the company, they were like, yo, if you need anything, just shoot it to me. Like, and I was like, okay, I want to place a full order. Let me get every single color. I was ready to pay and everything. And they were like, nah, bro, like, I'll send it to you. And I was like, wow. I couldn't believe it, bro, to be honest.
That's awesome, bro.
It just meant the world, because I wasn't even looking for it. But then I started seeing my friends, you know, like, I think that a lot of my career, I've seen a lot of my friends go through different stages or like leveling up. And to me, it seemed like, wow, that's so cool. Like, they could do it. But in my head, I was always just focused on the work. Like, the outside exterior things of getting sponsorship is a lot of like you talking to
like
them,
networking.
Mm-hmm.
Networking, yeah.
Who you know.
Yeah, and I'm good at that, but sometimes I don't want to play the game sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to.
If it falls, it falls. If it doesn't, hey, it's not
right?
for me.
Like,
You know, yeah.
if you come to me and you ask me, then fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I like your product, hell yeah. But I'm not like out there trying to like every single company try to like make friends with.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
You know, because I think that for me personally, it just has to come, bro.
You're not a sellout, bro.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has to come.
No, I
And then
feel the same way, bro.
When I do sell out, yo, y'all better not be mad, dog.
We ain't seen anything.
Hey,
yet.
listen, bro. You're at the point where it wouldn't even be you selling out, bro. It would just be you networking with other companies, because your stuff is good, your tattoos are solid, and
Thank you, bro.
if anything, bro, they should be happy to be able to sponsor an artist as good as you. You know, like, it's not you being a sellout. It's just shit. You're using their products. You know, if they want to sponsor you, then it is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
good work.
I have
yeah.
friends also that own companies, and then we've never talked about like any sponsorship. I maybe the fact that we're just friends. I personally
Say their names.
like
Say
them.
their names.
You know, I just like them as people. You know, they
Yeah.
happen to have a product. I might not use the product all the way, but like, it doesn't mean that I don't fuck with them personally.
Right. I know what you mean.
I think that's important, you know, because a lot of people, like right now, there's a company that wants to like fly me out, pay for my hotel, and it's a company that I don't know much about, but I'm gonna test their products and I'm gonna give it a go, and like, if it does work out, then it might be something that I want to work with, you know.
Do you want to drop your name or not yet?
Not yet, because I don't know if it's
You know if it's official or not.
Yeah.
We need a signature on paper, my boy.
Yeah, I need to get those tickets like
Nah,
yo.
there you
Facts,
go.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, signed an NDA right now. I can't.
Yeah.
That's good, man. Congrats to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome.
So Medz, now that you're at this level of success, and you know your work is being recognized by big artists and stuff, how would you, or what would you say to your younger self, to that kid that was in
I love
Miami,
this question.
who was 12 years old, who
Yeah.
was like, I don't even know where life is going, but I'm gonna make it happen, because that's what we Latinos do. You know, we make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So there's specific moments in my life where, like, you know, and I know you guys can relate too, because like anybody who's chasing anything has moments where I remember being in that park by the water in Miami, like close to downtown type shit, like close to Brickell, Miami, in that park, just listening to this one song, One Man Can Change the World. And I was devastated, bro, because I was like, how the fuck do people do this? Like, how is it that it's not popping for me? Because in my head, I was like, 4 years in, I'm going to be good. You know, I was trying to tell my family that. I was like, yo, 4 years in, we're going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the case. It's one of those things where you don't know how long it's going to take you. It could be 10, it could be 8, it could be 6. It could be the next year, but the fact that, you know, if you don't go through it, you're not going to get there. I remember just being there, being like, fuck, bro, like, I just know it's possible. Like, you know, even being teary, like crying a little bit, being like, man, I just know I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Like, I don't know how. But hearing that song, One Man Can Change the World by Big Sean, was like, just big to me. You know, I tell that to my cousins, like, they want to make music. I'm like, you know, like, I support you, but just know that whatever you're following is going to be hard. Like, it just doesn't fall that easy, especially for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, shit is twice as hard, it feels at times, bro.
It's a lot of proving yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've said it before, you're your biggest competitor. You're your biggest, you know, critic. And if you put yourself down, that's the way you're going. But if you keep motivating yourself, if you keep building yourself up and telling yourself, I can do it, I'm going to make it happen somehow.
You got to be delusional, bro. And that's what I would tell, like, that's what I think I admire about myself. Like, I was delusional enough to believe in the dream
Yeah,
because there was no way in. Like there wasn't.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know.
Maybe.
I will.
That's
like,
what you told yourself,
yeah,
right?
but it has to, right? Like, and
Good shit, bro.
what I would tell myself, it'd be like, work harder. Don't take life so seriously. I think there's at times where I took life so serious that it just ruined the experience. Even with tattooing, you know, like there was times where I missed out on shit.
Like you were just so uptight about stuff, or what?
I was, I wasn't like really enjoying things. Like I remember even winning like my first best of day. I was off of like a relationship, a really meaningful relationship to me, and then gaining that one thing that I wanted, and then feeling nothing.
Damn.
Just being like, oh wow, this is just a piece of plastic. Damn. You know, like, and that's beautiful to me. I think I love that I learned that early on, because I don't look at competitions the same anymore. I know if I win, it's gonna feel good for like 5-10 minutes for the time that we're there. But as soon as you walk out of there, bro, nobody knows. Nobody
You
cares.
still gotta pay your rent,
Yeah,
bro.
like-
True, bro, yeah.
Still, it's due every day.
Yeah.
So-
what's next? You know?
That's what I would tell myself. Like, yo, keep going, keep that delusion, work hard, and enjoy life, bro. So sometimes, because I was in such a survival mode, I didn't let go. You know, and I didn't like enjoy. I know that could be like hard.
Yeah.
Just let
Well
go.
said, bro. Well said.
See?
Respect to you and respect to everything
More
you've
power
done.
to you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You've come a long way, bro.
Man.
Everybody's proud of you, dog.
I'm really
Yeah.
happy to be able to share this, because I feel like, I mean, some people that know me, they know that. There's like artists that I met like really early on, and they're like, yo, like it's crazy. But you know, now I get to share that with people
Yes.
and be like,
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
like,
I'm glad
this is-
that we're the first podcast that you're on.
hell
too, bro.
yeah, dude, this
Yeah.
shit felt natural. Like, this was good. Like, I was sipping my drink. I felt
We're
like,
just talking right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, it was
Speaking
good.
from the heart.
Hell yeah, bro.
We love it, bro.
Nah, but you know what I was gonna say? I feel like you're this type of person, right? That you probably don't give yourself like your own flowers as you deserve, bro. You give everybody else their recognition, but you're so hard on yourself. And I'm saying that because I'm the same way. I feel like you're just so hard on yourself that you're just like I could have done better. It's
For
never
sure.
like I did great, you know, like that's all I need to do. No, it's like I fucked up. I should have done this. I should have done that. And I noticed it because when we were in Chicago,
I remember.
you remember?
Like, yeah, I remember.
I was
that.
like, bro, that joint came out fire.
I
was
still have the same critique, bro.
bro.
I still
and
do.
then I told you, I was like, did you upload it yet? And you were like, I don't know if I'll upload
I
it,
did
bro.
though, because of you. I did. I ended up posting it because I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm like super critical.
Let me tell you, you know how anal Medz is about his work? He said, he this is what he did, bro. He had the pictures, right? He was like, I was like, bro, it looks crazy. He was like, bro, not when you take the saturation off. So he turned his drone into black and white, and he showed me how the contrast wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I could have
And-
just been a little.
And
bit
he
more.
was like, bro, I should have gone darker at the bottom.
Yep.
And I was like, bro,
So you're critiquing yourself.
bro,
Right after I'm
Who
done.
Right after you're done.
Yeah, like
what
how
great
many?
artist doesn't?
Listen, though,
Yeah,
how
that's
many
true- that's so
people
true,
do you
yeah.
think screenshotted your work that day and said
I want that.
and turned that saturation down and was like,
Nobody, bro.
Hey, but now we know that.
but it just
Nobody-
showed me. It showed me that you are that type of person, bro, which is great. Like that's why your work is as good as it is, bro, because
Thank you, bro.
do
hold
stuff
yourself
like
to a
that.
higher caliber, bro.
Bro, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, you go there, you perform, and it becomes a performance. And that's also not a good thing. Like, art shouldn't be a performance at all times. It should be something you strive for. You get a result and you learn from it. But because we're tattoo artists, it's a high performance job. There is no fuck up. There is no... And you're holding yourself to the standard of all the other artists, you know, that you look up to.
Of course.
You know, other people might look at it and be like, yo, that's dope. And, like, in my head, I do appreciate the effort, but I'm like, it could have been better. And that's what we go for. We want to make sure it looks great. But
Yeah.
I don't know, that opened up the fact that you told me, you're like, yo, you should post it. Like, I did end up posting it.
Yeah,
I
bro.
appreciate that
I'm
because
glad I at least did that, bro.
yeah, because it was one of those things where, like, you gotta hear that. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
be like, yo, just post that. Like, who cares if you?
Yeah, bro.
Nobody's gonna reduce the saturation. of
Yeah,
that
bro.
piece.
And I
Like,
thought it looked amazing, bro. I didn't even pay attention to that because like color work is different from black and gray. So I didn't even think to like check out the contrast because the colors look amazing next to each other. But you were right when you bumped down the contrast. I was like,
just
damn,
like it
does look
lost
different.
that like bottom.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's cool, bro. I think one of those things that, like, if I don't do that, then I know I'm gonna get comfortable. And like I was telling you, I'm already comfortable as it is. Like I need to be even more on point because I'm no longer like I used to be. Like I'm gonna go tattoo, and I know you guys know this. I'm gonna go tattoo the whole week. Maybe I get one tattoo that look cool, like something you want to post. The rest is just money makers. You gotta make your money.
Exactly.
And then I'm at a point now where I'm like, every single piece could be that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I don't hit it all the way, I'm gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like you do want to be critiquing yourself because that's how you kind of stay on edge. And you're checking yourself. You know, the moment you're like, oh, that's perfect, then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of continuing? You know, like, you're already there. You know, so
That's true, bro.
That's very true.
That
bro.
ego, cockiness, just don't even have any space for it. You don't have it, by the way, but I'm just saying that's what allows you not to.
I got to.
hey, when you gotta flex, you gotta flex, bro.
When allegory hits you up, you might have to, bro.
Or you want to book my flight? Oh,
Hey, bro, might have to flex, bro.
First class,
First
please.
class.
damn, I've never flown in first class. You guys?
Hey, allegory, you heard it. Make
Bro.
it happen.
Bro, for what episode is this? 14?
14, yeah, 1
For
4.
the 14th episode in a row, bro, I gotta get you on the credit card game, my boy.
Oh, shit,
He said
Yeah,
this every episode.
I'm trying to like get rich some way, dog.
Bro.
I don't even
And that's how
care.
the rich stay rich, bro. And
Yeah.
that's how you fly first class for free.
Put me on, bro. I'm all about it.
I got you after this, bro.
All right.
Yeah, please, after this.
Let's
Behind the
not tell the
scenes.
clients, bro.
Yeah, they don't gotta know, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing. So, yo, do you want to do any other questions that we missed, or do you want to
Nah,
jump into
I
the?
say we jump on the speed round.
Wait,
The lightning-
yeah,
Wait, is this a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
shit.
yeah, we have
Turn into
basketball.
I
You
gotta-
gotta shoot them over the cameras.
Oh, I gotta drink some more.
Hey, bro,
Yo,
yeah.
man,
finish that.
real quick, bro. Favorite artist to work with? The so far that you work with.
I mean,
Nah, don't say you got a lot. No, no, we want one, bro.
yeah, no, I would never do that to you guys. So I was just thinking about not just who I liked the most, but who I felt like it was a definitive moment. Or
Mhm.
You got it.
Definitive.
definitive moment in my career was Robbie, bro.
Really?
Still to this day,
Nice, bro.
best black and gray artist, best person to work with. Like, homie is a fucking machine. He goes every day. Working with him was, I felt like I was working with my favorite artist, and that's
That's
hands
awesome,
down, bro. And I work with
Shout out
other
to
people.
Robbie Latos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Robbie
bro.
Latos is fucking man. Damascus Tattoo Company.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking
Plug them in, bro.
I took their seminar. That shit was fire.
Yeah,
That's where I got a little closer with you, bro.
yeah.
I was like,
Dude,
yo, man.
he went to that seminar, and I was like, Edwin, go learn everything you can
Yes.
and tell us.
Yeah.
Bro, all I came back with was we don't fucking do enough art in this place. Bring the easels out. They had a big ass easel. Everybody
Yep.
was jumping in on it.
Those were good seminars, bro. Like, for me, some of the qualities that I liked about Robbie, he was always, prepared, bro. Very prepared. Like,
he's very laid back too. He's just
Mhm.
like, whatever.
When I met him, bro, he was tattooing like this.
Oh,
And then he won tattoo of the day, and I came over and I was kind of like, dude, I really just want to be in that vibe, like just chill vibe, like no stress. Like when I'm tattooing, I'm like stressing.
What time is it?
Yeah, like
yeah.
stressing. He was not about that, so that's what led me to like say hi to him, say something, and then friendship formed from there. It was cool.
that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
And what's one artist you look up to?
One Dimitri Samohan.
Nice.
I'm also getting tattooed on the end of the month by Dimitri Vision.
Okay, I've seen him, and
Yeah.
his work actually looks pretty like not. I don't want to say similar, but like it's really good color too.
Yeah, it's so there's not a lot of people that I see, right? And this is me just being like a student of the game, that I'm like, I don't know how he did that. Like even Dimitri, like of course there's technique that he has, but I can kind of figure out some things. Dimitri Vision is one that I just can't, and it's cool.
Yo,
awesome.
yo,
I don't
let's
know.
speak it into
You said
existence
it,
now.
dog.
Yeah.
Medz guest spot.
Yeah, let's do it.
As soon as possible,
I'm with
bro.
it, bro. Like
I want to see how you tattoo because I saw it at Robbie's
Same.
spot,
Yeah.
but I feel like because you were doing black and gray, I didn't get the full like
Yeah,
Medz.
all these round
Yeah,
shaders
dude.
you're using.
But you were
yeah.
going ham, bro, with the black.
yeah, I remember what I was doing. It's like some simple ass wind bars, but it looked.
But it
cool.
was saturated
Yeah.
as hell though.
And then you
especially
guys-
on the inner elbow, you were like, you gotta
Ouch.
hit it fast
Ouch.
and hard, bro.
Yeah.
Fast and hard. No, but
That's
you
what she
guys,
said.
you guys need to do a collab because you told
Yeah,
me you guys were
this
talking
is-
about
yeah,
Yeah, we
something.
were.
This is.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was on me because we were doing the shop.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like, you know, with me, bro, like there's people that even there's been like artists that I met in the beginning, and they're blown up already, right? And they're just doing their thing, bro. But I know when you and I link up, like it's just gonna happen, rather than like, you know, maybe it didn't work out, but that doesn't matter. Like when it happens, it's just gonna be live.
It's going down, bro.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, the right time will come.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna show
We're gonna
up.
make it happen, bro.
And we're gonna make it. We'll make it good. We'll make
Yeah.
a video.
We'll get a canvas. Hell yeah, bro.
Get that shit, dog.
In a heartbeat, dog. I'll
He
pull
been
out,
get- he
pull
been
out all
getting
my
the angles,
cameras.
bro.
Yeah,
Hey, bro,
I'm telling you.
just tattoo my back, bro. I volunteer as tribute.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got
You
your
have to
victim right
sit,
here.
though.
Ryan.
You gotta sit though.
Hey, bro, knock me out.
Hey, we'll put him to sleep. Hey, what do you think about the whole like putting to sleep people for full pieces?
Anesthesia.
Bro, I think it's fucking awesome if you got the money. Like, it's all about like, you know, what do I feel about Lamborghinis? Fuck, they're dope.
I love them.
Yeah, I want one. You know, like, can I afford one? Maybe if I, you know, lose my priorities. But
Yeah, as we all could.
yeah, right. Like it's doable, but you know, like I definitely don't have the money for that. But if I did, then we're going. But I wouldn't pick Ganga. Not to say that they're not good. It's
Yeah.
just, personally, I would want like, you know, I know the people that I
Yes.
would love to like.
No,
name them, bro. Five
but-
of them, real quick. 5 artists that you would like to be full back. Put you to
the
sleep.
game bang bang.
Shit. Fibs from California. He's a Puerto Rican tattoo artist. James Tex, fucking nasty neo-Japanese stuff. I'll get my back from Robbie as well. Who else would I see myself rocking a back from? Somebody who does more a different style, not realism. I wouldn't get realism in my back.
Like traditional.
More neo, more
Neo-traditional?
Japanesey.
I could see you
Okay.
with that.
Yeah, like Hanya. I think it would be sick
Hanya.
as fuck.
That'd be nice.
I just like the fact that you take off your shirt and you're like
Dude.
bent over, like it just
that
looks-
big back energy. Hey.
Yep.
Big back
Yep.
energy.
So maybe those guys. I want to get my back done. I just don't know, bro. Like I'm not already reaching a point where it's just on the inside.
So right now you have your arms, your legs.
A little bit on my leg. I still
Uh-huh.
have space, but all that inside here and the back is probably gonna be the most crucial
Ooh,
and more
yes,
painful.
The
as
more
well.
painful.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you guys? When I see you don't have much tattoos, right?
Bro, I need to commit, bro.
I'm
That's my issue.
You do, bro. I feel like you just need to be like, hey, I'm getting tattooed this whole
Yeah,
month.
I was talking to Lex because every time we go to conventions, I always look around to see what artists are there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually on Friday, right? I'll do the walk around. I'm like, let me see who I can get something by. But it's never somebody that I really want to do my work. So he was telling me, like, you just need to commit. You just need to make the appointment and just go to whoever you're going to go to.
For sure, bro.
I think that's my issue.
It's true.
But sometimes, you know, take it how it is. Like for me, main goal to get tattooed was to learn. So I
You said it.
I didn't really even have tattoos for the first year. That's another thing I forgot to mention. I didn't have no tattoos, and I was just tattooing people, you know. And then I got my first tattoo. I want to see how it felt, just to see if it hurt. And then after that, I got a little bit more tattoos by my mentor. Then I stopped. I was like, yo, no, like I want my arms to look good.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main thing, because I already had seen way too many tattoo artists with shitty ass tattoos. And I was not gonna be that. And like usually the ones with the shitty tattoos were the most amazing ones.
Sometimes.
That's true, bro.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna be that. And I got this one done. This was like this circus girl by my friend
I can't
Red.
see it. The rollies kind of blinding
Oh
me right
damn! I had to take it out.
I thought it was the sun, bro.
And then I got that one. I was really happy with. I got the one in the back. I got Robbie to do my forearm. Then I got my hands done. That was a big deal. Like that felt like this was during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I was staying with Robbie. He was kind enough to let me kind of sleep in his house. Just transition into the Maryland thing.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
which
okay.
was really
That's
fucking
awesome.
nice.
Wow, dude, that's awesome.
I feel like that's what you get me. Like that's
a
why I can't.
fresh-
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
It's just mad love for him. You know,
Right,
like
right.
I don't even know if he knows how much I fucking love and respect
Yeah.
him type shit. You know,
Damn, that's
because
what's up, bro.
those
now he will, bro.
those things. I mean, yeah,
Tag him in this.
Send this to Robbie, guys. Boy, gotta know.
DM him, bro.
sometimes like there's people who just make a difference in your life, bro.
Yeah.
That it just you don't even know how to thank them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I feel about it. Like there's people who are gonna come in and they're gonna change your life, and you're just not gonna be
Very
able to
true, bro.
repay
Very
them
true.
back. Like,
Yeah.
and you just gotta hope that you're that person for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay it forward.
Yeah.
Pay it
I love
forward,
that.
yeah.
Damn, good stuff, man.
That's great.
It's
energy,
amazing,
bro.
man. I'm so happy we have Medz
Yeah,
on.
bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Thank you.
I
Round of
appreciate the
applause
love,
for my
bro.
boy
Like,
Medz,
I was
bro.
like, yeah.
Let's clap it for Medz one more time. I think this is the second time we clap for Medz.
Let's clap for Inclusive.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. All right, so you want to move into the lightning round?
Bro, let's do a lightning round.
All right, let me
were
drink.
like-
Let me drink, though.
Take a little sip. Take a little
You're gonna
sip.
need it, bro, because we were thinking like, all right, Medz is
All right.
coming. How do we come up with like a few questions that are just gonna? He has to answer in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you have 5 seconds, bro. You can't really think about it much. You just gotta be like, brah, you know.
Say it, bro.
Let's do it.
All right, you want to go? I'll do the ones up until. You want to go first?
Do every other to confuse.
do
Okay,
them.
every other, yeah.
All right, I'll start.
So you have 5 seconds.
So you got 5 seconds to answer each one. All right, bro. Ready? All right. What's your
Breathe.
favorite food?
Pollo con tajadas. It's Honduran dish.
Favorite drink?
Coca-Cola. Wait, drink is like
Alcoholic drink.
alcoholic drink. Casamigos.
Casamigos.
Wet or dry wipe?
I was like, what?
I was gonna leave the wipe out.
I was
But
like, wet.
what?
Wet. No, wait. I was thinking of something else. Dry.
Hey, my
No,
boy.
dry.
There.
Slide in his DMs right now.
Yeah.
Latinas or others?
You gotta go with Latinas, bro. I feel like they would kill me.
Oh,
if
you
I
like
say
the
it.
toxicas?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hot Cheeto hands right here. Hot Cheeto fingers.
I'm
bro.
hoping I find like a Latina that like cleans and cook, you know. But I don't
Bro,
know.
you gotta
Careful.
go to the. You gotta go to Honduras, bro.
Did I get cancer?
Just find a Latina that loves you for who you are,
Oh,
and
you're
then the
right.
rest will fall in place.
Oh, you're
There
right.
You
go.
can kind of mold her into making tortillas.
And I know what
Hey,
he said.
Mulder. Yo, the machismo is finest.
I ignore what he said, bro.
Bro, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke. I think I was baptized in Coke, bro.
That's not good, bro.
Dude, I think I was baptized in
Boy's
Coke.
eyes were burning, bro.
Is it because you're from Miami?
Nah, dude, it's because in Honduras,
'Cause I heard
you
they do a
just
lot
drink.
of Coke down there, bro.
They definitely do, bro. I never got into Coke.
Don't, bro.
Thank
Yeah,
God,
bro.
bro.
Thank God.
Imagine
Thank
those
God.
tattoos on Coke, bro.
I mean,
You know what they say, bro? It's a rich man's drug. I guess we're not rich.
We're not
enough.
that's what I'm
yet.
saying. Like, I never felt like I was like, I'm gonna go do some Coke, but nah,
All right,
Take the edge off.
spicy or mild?
spicy, bro. Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Bro,
Okay.
one regret that you have in your tattoo career.
Damn, that took me a while. I don't have many, bro. Maybe that one time that I misspelled the.
Oh no!
Hey, you don't gotta say anything else, my boy.
you know that feeling, bro?
Bro,
Hey, bro.
I don't.
Hey,
You
bro.
start getting
Actually,
the
I do.
chills.
Actually, I do.
you
We've all
get the
been there,
chills up
bro.
your back. You're like,
Yeah, bro. Like when you realize it, like because it happened twice.
Oh my God.
First, like we were doing this special, $20 special and whatever, and it was quick. It was my first $20 special.
nice.
I didn't
At
know what
least-
the fuck
At
that
least it
meant.
was $20.
Yeah, and it was like I did it. Pretty girl left. She, and it was the word strength. Like I spelled it like HT instead of TH.
Oh.
In your, hey, bro,
But, yo-
in your defense, bro, that's an easy word to misspell.
No,
Yeah, it
in
is.
my defense, English is not even my first language.
There you go. That's the card I always pull out.
Bro,
I'm
what?
foreign. I'm foreign.
Yeah,
I'm
like
foreign.
how do you not check that?
Hey, bro,
That's
we've all
funny.
been there. I got one at least under my belt.
Oh,
that hurts,
no.
bro.
It's not good.
Favorite place to visit or travel to?
Favorite plates? Miami, bro. I love Miami. I think it's home. Feels-
What about the worst place to visit?
Miami.
Maryland.
Worst place to visit? It's gotta be like some town, maybe like Tennessee. I didn't really like Tennessee,
Okay,
you know, but it wasn't like maybe I didn't get introduced with the right people. Like I ended up at this like shitty ass strip club where like you couldn't even throw money.
Oh,
And then,
no.
Like, it was like you have to like you couldn't even get close.
What, they had QR codes with them? And they were
Yeah,
just
like it was
scanning this
weird,
to
bro.
give us
Like,
tell.
it was on vending machines.
You
like,
zelled a few ones.
yeah, like I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't like that. But I don't have many places that I don't like.
Oh, man. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Worst tattoo you've done?
Worst tattoos that I've done. Many, bro. Many.
Or what's one that's left on the imprint on you?
The
Clients
last
are
one he
watching.
uploaded.
Yeah, the one that didn't have enough contrast.
What's one that you were like, you did it and you were like, damn, I just messed them up, and they paid you and they left.
You know, it's been a lot. Like,
Really?
especially in the beginning, there was a lot of tattoos where
I feel that, bro. I was the same way.
Didn't like, you know. Recently, tattoo that I didn't like, it might be like it was tattoo well, but imagery wasn't like my thing. Like maybe if it was like a lion or something like that.
It wasn't your vision.
I've already done so many lions, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, tell us
I
about
just
it.
didn't feel like that was me.
Dude, we get at least 3-4 lions a week in the shop.
Dude, it's like the new Flash. It's like the new Infinity sign.
It's like the new, you know how back in the day they had like wall art and you just chose from the wall?
Maybe we should have that. I mean, we should have like a just already pre-made
A
like,
lion.
lions
Pencils.
with the
Lion,
cub,
Different
with
poses.
the little safari. on the
Anybody in
bottom.
the shop could do them?
Yeah, like
Oh my god.
and everyone gets paid too.
All right, bro. What about your favorite needle and your favorite machine?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, right now I'm rocking the Cobra from Ink Machines. I love that. It makes me feel like I'm Demetrius Mohan.
There you go.
And favorite needle right now?
Needle brand. How about that?
Oh, needle brand
And you know what? Needle and needle brand.
Quadrants.
Okay.
Overall, like I really love them. And I'm really liking the 17 curve mag, bro. I'm trying to do everything with that.
Nice.
17 curve
What's
mag.
up, dog?
Like sometimes I feel like if have too many needles out, it confuses the shit out of me.
That's true.
I feel
I
that.
don't.
What about your favorite ink, bro?
Ink, allegory,
Yeah,
of course.
there you go.
Hey, listen.
All my black and gray.
You
done.
can tell us when the podcast is over what's really.
Yeah. No, for real though, I definitely use the allegory triple black. Oh, it's called ultra black, and the Revolution ink, bro. Fucking, you know, Nico Hurtado makes it. Like it's thick, it's rich, and it's fucking in there.
Do they provide already a pre-mix drop system, or do you make your own when you do black and gray?
Oh yeah, I make my own.
And what does that look like?
For me, kind of like I don't really have a lot, you know. Like I think that the less caps you have, the better, because then you're just diluting. You're playing in this system where, because you might saturate a light tone, it might look like a mid tone, and then you lose it when it heals.
Yeah.
So like, my way of combating that was like, I know I could sit down and do it with one cap and just water, but that could take me a little bit as well. It's a pressure system. So what I do is like a little bit of black, right? So like just a little bit on that first cap, then the medium, and then black, and then just sit. Like I know that if I dip my light into water, it's gonna get lighter.
Yeah.
And then my mid-tone will never change because it's always half a cap. So that we're always in that like rich black.
Just don't say this in your seminar because they're gonna all look at you and be like, "Bro, he didn't even give us his drops."
Yeah. So that's another thing with the seminar, bro. Like I don't want to be that guy who like, I've gone to seminars and I felt like, not that I didn't learn anything, it's just that some of them didn't get specific
Yeah,
about
some of them
like technical stuff.
I feel like
Yeah.
some of them tell you how it works in their head,
Mhm.
and they don't explain it to you. Like, because it happens with Brian and my other apprentice. Like, I'll be too vague about what I say. Like, I'll be like, just fill it up halfway.
Hey,
like
bro.
how you just said, you were like
And they'll be
halfway,
like, just
and
feel
then
it
a
in your
little
bones,
bit,
bro.
and then
Just-
medium.
Yeah,
You gotta
no,
feel
people-
the ink, bro.
Yeah, if people
Okay.
people want to know exactly, and that's another thing that I would kind of emphasize in my seminar is like, look, dude, I am gonna tell you how things work for me, but feel free to like go and try different things because you never know. You know, like I could be explaining it to you, it might not work for you. Sometimes it might not even work for me. Like I'm over there, like, damn, I don't know why this is so dark, and I'm like,
Lightening it up as you go.
yeah, I'm like, this is, especially if it's the person's very fair skin. Like my drop system tends to be on that like darker side immediately. You know, instead of having 3 drops, I'm having like 1/4 of that cup, so it's kind of like darker.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
for
more
sure.
of a mid-tone if you really think about it on a really fair
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So you got to be careful. Like I might tell you how I do things, but you also got to experiment and see what works. Some people love the drop system. They love the pre-made washes, and to each their own.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
When can we expect the seminar to happen? Do you have an idea already? or-
So it's difficult because I was talking to my friend, and I think that so far in my career I've been doing things just to do them and like present them and like whatever. But like the fact that I'm gonna take more time and write things down, present it in a better way for other people, I think it will take me a few months. Like
You know what you should do, Medz? You should live stream it and pay and charge people for that
I
access.
might hire you, bro.
Are you doing?
Can
Let me
I hire
know.
him?
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, listen
Like,
though, if you hire
actually-
him though, I'm coming as.
He's gonna-
Yeah, you're
Hey,
like
seminar
yeah,
host.
you're like
You gonna rent
you're
him
in
out?
there, bro.
Mads, don't say that. He's gonna beat me up in the back right here.
He's like
Go check him in the bag.
you're
No,
gonna
but
be his +1, bro. You get 2 + 2.
Hey, listen, listen,
I need
you
two
can
as
hire him,
well.
bro. You can
No.
hire him, bro.
Hey,
No,
yeah.
but it's true, bro. Like you can provide the end sessions, charge a little more, and then charge a little less for the live stream link.
Dude, that would be cool. I just I have a friend who does videos as well, but it also like he was like,
Who,
yo,
Tony or
so I would hire Tony
Yeah, that's my
and,
boy, too.
and Gio.
and Gio? Yeah, both my
of them.
boys.
Yeah, he did tell me. I was like,
yeah.
maybe I get the three of you guys,
Hey,
and
well,
then I'll be like,
3-way, bro, 4-way,
because I know
6-way, 7-way.
You're a freak.
honestly, like you guys are really, really professional, bro. I
Thank
worked
you,
with
bro.
Gio. He was my roommate. He recently just moved in with Tony as well.
Yeah.
And did a lot of my content. Really happy with it. But then when Tony came in, that was like a whole different
Yeah.
The lighting was good. Like
Yeah, Tony's all about lighting.
Yeah,
making
he's
sure it
a-
looks beautiful.
what is that role called? Is
DP, director of
DP,
photography.
yeah. That's
DP,
fucking,
hey, yo.
yeah.
It's that guy.
Chill, bro. It's a
Listen,
different term.
Daryl's the guy that like is at the very top,
Uh-huh.
and he'll just hire all like the little guys to do like the work for him,
Uh-huh.
and then he's like just directing and shit. Like he has one of those chairs that he sits on.
Oh,
and it's like,
damn.
Get back to work. We're trying to get
Camera
that
lights,
button, bro.
action.
Yo, put the music down. Hey, calm down with the music.
Turn that music off,
Yeah.
Lex.
Nah, but this guy knows a lot, bro. I noticed that like a lot of people that come in here sometimes, though. Like the other day, somebody was recording a video for Brian for Mad Rabbit, and the guy
his
was like,
name.
he was like, I know who does your video, Daryl. I worked with him. He was like, tell him I said what's up, but I forgot his name. But I was thinking
you
like,
see this,
bro,
just
everybody knows.
comment. Just
Yeah,
let me
that's
know.
what's up, bro. I feel like you definitely got the setup. I really love the setup, guys, and I think that you guys have something special, and I can't wait to see it grow. You guys are almost past that 21st episode. Like, now that I told you guys, definitely
Yes,
make that
bro.
shit happen.
Dude,
bro.
You know what's
we're trying to
crazy?
hit. We're trying to hit 50. I don't even know how many we're gonna hit by the end of the year, but I know we're gonna hit a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Because
If
we're
you
staying consistent with it.
Absolutely, yeah.
hit up Jordy, hit up like if Cams wants to come out here, Nina as well. Like you guys will have more people to talk
Oh,
to. and
100%,
shit.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
That'd be awesome, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, we would like to
the
have you
whole
back
crew,
too, bro.
The whole
Yeah,
Black
hell
Black
yeah,
Flamingo
dude.
crew, bro.
That'd be cool. I would love to sit down and drink some more.
You know what we
What do
should
y'all
do?
drink for real?
I don't know, bro. Everyone drinks different, but tequila is
The Casamigos?
yeah, Casamigos is a good way to go.
I think the older you get, the more you're just like,
whatever does
I'll
the
drink
trick.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever
What do
does
y'all
the trick. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, Loke?
I think that's it, bro. I think we got as much as we could extract
Yes.
out of Medz.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
We got all the Meds from Meds.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro, for your time. Appreciate
Bro,
it.
I
Yeah,
really
bro.
appreciate
Real
it.
quick, bro. Before you say your goodbyes, tell people where they can follow you, what you have going on. If you have a convention coming up soon or anything you want to plug in there, go for it, bro.
Well, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Medz Tattoo. You guys could also follow the shop, Black Flamingo Collective, and just check us out, bro. Right now, I think I don't have anything planned other than just really I want to go inside. So just check out the Instagram. I'm gonna be painting a lot. I brought a painting for you guys.
Whoa,
the-
Meds,
Oh, bro.
oh man.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
the
Medz.
the frame works. I mean, the frame broke, so I don't know like if I should give it to you guys. But now that I said,
No, we gotta see it,
Yeah,
bro. We
we'll
gotta
fix
see
it, bro.
it.
We'll
We can fix it, bro.
Yeah. But
Thank you,
yeah,
bro.
follow me on Instagram.
Did you paint
and-
it yourself?
Yeah, it was a study. Like it's like a real nice
Damn,
study.
bro.
Thank
It was
you,
the
bro.
only
I'm
one that was in
impressed,
my
bro.
house.
I don't care what it looks like.
Hey,
Yeah,
It's
bro,
going up
it's
on
a
It
the
can
Medz
look like
original.
shit, bro. We're gonna hang it up right
Exactly.
now.
Yeah,
Like, it
it's a
doesn't
Medz
matter.
original.
Yeah, I went to my studio. I started painting again, and I was just like, what can I take that looks good? And that
Whoa,
was
man.
that was the
Thank
one.
Setting
you,
thing.
the bar over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Thank you, Meds. Really appreciate
you,
it,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
giving us
for
your
having
time.
me, and keep it up, bro. I love whatever you guys are doing, and I'm a fan.
Thank you, bro.
That's what's up.
Thank
You're
you.
coming back on the
Appreciate
podcast
you,
for
bro.
sure, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Spotify. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Music.
Ooh, damn.
What else? Subscribe.
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and
Yes.
follow the team.
My here. Give it a get up to my man's Brian too as
Heavy
well.
hitter band.
Brian, where can
Yeah.
people follow you as well?
Heavy hitter Bam at Instagram.
Yes, you know Van already.
Yeah, I
He's one of
appreciate
our boys,
homie.
Doing
yeah.
my thing. 1 year in.
He took off the tattoo to come and talk
Yeah.
to him.
Yes.
Like, that was
Don't tell-
mad love, bro.
Hey, don't tell the
Mad-
clients.
Yeah, mad love.
Yes. So Brian was tattooing, and we needed an extra person. I was like, "Yo, Loke, Convince Brian.
Bro, I was like, Medz here? Like,
I didn't even have to convince him. I was just like, Medz here.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm done. Get out of here.
like, bro, Medz literally showed up and was like, hey, what you doing, baby girl? I was like,
Nothing. I'm all
wrapped up my
yours.
client real quick.
You floated from your chair to the couch.
No, I appreciate that, and that you guys
Don't
made
expose
it
me like that.
really, really easy for me to just kind of get deep, you know.
Yeah,
Thank
bro.
you,
Thank
bro.
you, man. I'm glad we made it happen,
Yes.
bro. It was a really good talk. I feel
Yeah,
like
bro.
the people got to know you a little better and everybody else, bro. And hopefully we could do it again.
Hell yeah,
Yes, sir.
let's do it.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate
Thanks,
it. All right,
Awesome, bro.
Inclusive signing out. Another episode in the books.
Yeah,
Peace.
14.
Let's go.
That's how
All right, now the real talk starts.
That's how I knew, bro. It was gonna be a special one.